Together we are a powerful force, as one mind, body, and soul. Let no evil enter, nor attempt to reduce us, because of the beliefs we hold. And with this love, combined with our strength, we ward off pain and stress. Technician I am, wholeheartedly, in life and in death.
Okay, I get it, I'm an Nephro and freak of nature, but the pen is gonna heat the paper. Was a problem in the incubator, mama dad was the creature maker. I never need the shaker, the beat from tape word the teacher later. Now you're the beast awakener, I don't think the streets are safer. My misery seeping through my delivery, bitter we givers and they keep my figures, don't try to nigger me. The grave digger is hither, he is no kidder, see. Consider the dark energy, center be inner me. Black diamonds all around, calling all the down definites. Who saw the clown and now stepping with that tall amount of big tech and shit. Ooh, 3 times, my people they know what that defines. What the people are loving and that's T9. He rhyme and make a beeline. They bout to hate, made out the great. They bout to break if they don't pay out the cake. Stay out my face, you don't want me to lay out the fake. Flip the sick and pray down relate that I'm incredible straight out the gate.
We are the darkness but we're leaving. We are the gods that are deceiving. We are the painters of blind faith. We are the children of your rivals, holding guns while reading Bibles. Go ahead and steal your face.
Straight out the gate, you see the face of Eva on Technina, evil brain angel heart. I remain in the dark and anointed. With holy they console me when they know we sin. Got a hold of me while they let go of me. I'm double jointed. I'm wicked and I represent the sickness. All you fraudulence feeling I'm falling, offending the Father. I'll place you in the deepest, darkest part of abyss. Nobody but you and without any food and no agua. I'll blacken the sun on you bitches. Sat in a dungeon and ditches. Yapping is one of your glitches halted. The cracking has come with the quickness back. And I'm plundering chicks and laughing. Your dummies trip with exalted. Tech 9. Fuck the industry, independence. We enemies to them and he that's blind. The champ is here, the vamp is near. Hunting you heathens hella hungry and I'm amped this year.
We are the darkness but we're leaving. We are the gods that are deceiving. We are the painters of blind faith. We are the children of your rivals, holding guns while reading Bibles. Go ahead and steal your face. Straight out the gate.
I am the public enemy number 1. Fuck your fame, I became the name of a gun. Now the parents hate Aaron because their sons and daughters wanna be martyrs, believing in my art and it young. All I got is my balls and rapping my paw that y'all want me to fall, calling craps. Suckers hate it, now they crawling back cause I'm tall as Shaq and I'm always up for brawling that. Strange music saved my life. I was fucking it, then the music became my wife. Nobody on this planet can tame my mic. Call me crazy, don't matter, fucking insane. I like. When the sun's beam melts, everyone screams help. Then only one king's felt when telling all survivors welcome to something else.
And I say Kansas City, Kansas City. We'll always stay in Kansas City, Kansas City. Yeah, this is something else, baby. Let's go, go.
We are the darkness but we're leaving. We are the gods that are deceiving. We are the painters of blind faith. We are the children of your rivals, holding guns while reading Bibles. Go ahead and steal your fate.
Straight out the gate. I ain't knocking no more, I'm breaking in.
Yo, boys! What's poppin', baby? How is the chat? Ooh. Double microphone again. Bro, I cannot escape the double mic. The double mic setup. That's a new strategy in Valorant. How are you today, chat? Like, what the fuck is going on, huh? What the fuck is going on, baby? Are we good? Are we good? Let me see. Are we still radiant? Are we still Ooh, we don't show the match history. I didn't play Valorant for 7 days, bro. Only Warzone. we're still hanging there. But I'll continue the grind really soon. Like, I'm just going on a small road trip, like on tomorrow. Like for 3 days, I'm not gonna be here, and then when I come back, we're gonna do live streams every single fucking day, except Sunday and maybe Saturday. Depends, like if I have time because of coaching, you know. And like from the next Monday, we are doing Stinger only to Radiant. Doable with controllers, of course. Like we're not gonna play, you know, pussy agents such as Jet. Like I'm just kidding. It's not a pussy agent. Like it's the best agent in the game. Okay, so what the fuck are we doing today? Listen, today we're doing, for the first time ever, I'm sharing this with you, a Fledge full one-time coaching session with me. So you're gonna see how this looks like. We're not quite prepared for this, but you'll see everything. Like 3 hours of coaching with one guy, and you will get enormous amount of insight on a lot of things. Let me turn on the music for you guys, because I don't hear this shit. The guy agreed to do this live, so I'm never forcing anyone like to do the live coaching sessions. If you don't want it, I don't care. It's completely fine by me. It's completely fine by me. Let me go like this a bit. Ooh, Jesus Christ, this also almost hit my head. We're gonna turn this off, and we're gonna turn this off, and we don't need a hand cam for this. Okay, I think in this what is that sticking out there? Like, what's that shit there? Just a second. Ah, it's that. Okay, welcome everybody. High energy, bro. Yo, man, like, once I started, stop smoking, 10 times better. Like, you boost your rank 2x. 2x, like, never smoke. It's, like, really fucking bad. Really fucking bad. Like, don't even try it. Only cocks you should smoke. Like this guy, bro. Like this guy. This guy is unbelievable. Listen, guys, do you want me to keep like the rank of the student above or not? Like, should I add some rank somewhere, like to showcase? I mean, it's a fucking platinum controller main. Like, I mean, it's in the title. Like, what else do you need? Like, you know? Okay, I think it's time to start this show. Let's introduce our challenger into the arena. Yo, Rockjaw! Thank you a lot for the Prime sub, and thank you for scamming the Jeff Bezos. Good job, man. Good job. Like around, I don't know, like 1 billion subs more, and we're gonna completely scam the dude. Coaching notes for student. Open that pussy up, and let's add this on the streameroni. Is there a a black mode for the notepad? I don't think that exists, right? That doesn't exist. Like the black notepad, because this is like very bright, bro. Very bright. Insanely bright. Open you and me, blah blah blah. Format, font, view, zoom, status bar, help. I don't know. I'll figure this out later. Fuck it. Let's leave it like this. Okay, let's invite the guy and let's start this shenanigan. Yo, man, you there? Yeah, he just left. He was like, fuck this shit, I'm out. Yo, man, you alive?
I fucking hit the join button.
Yeah, I saw it. Yo, man, how are you today?
Kind of tired, but
I can feel. Anyway, this is gonna stay recorded for you, so you'll be able to, you know, review it once you are not tired.
Bet. All right. Yeah, sounds good.
Okay, man. Okay, listen. First of all, let's start with some introduction to coaching and some of the bonuses that I recommend you to use. And I need to explain you a few stuff about Valorant in general. Then we're gonna do like a review of your tracker, like I just want to see it a bit. Then we're gonna do a VOD review that you prepared for us, and then you're gonna play one game of Backseat coaching. Also, one more thing that I need to request from you is after the session, whenever you have time, because you didn't prepare this, like I completely forgot, I need to see your hand cam while playing one deathmatch. Like, and yeah, I completely forgot to tell you that. I mean, I told you, but I forgot to remind you. Record me that stuff, like, you know, during the week, and I'll give you some, you know, maybe some aim training or something, depending on what I see there, or some general aiming tips, you know. Okay.
Right.
Just a few stuff before we start, and then we can move into some serious stuff. Okay, do you see my screen? Oh, no, I didn't share it. Just a second. Just a second. All good. Now you see it.
Yeah.
Okay, so basically these are the coaching notes that I need you to remember, and some of the stuff that is going to help you, like, not only now, but also in future as well. So basically, the first thing that we need to discuss is essentially that a Valorant is the game that is being played on a probability of chances. Essentially, everything that we're doing in Valorant, we're evaluating our chances of winning the gunfights, rounds, and matches by following certain set of rules, strategies, tactics that I'm sharing with you right here. And essentially, like, it is the game of numbers. Like, it is the game where we have that gambling aspect, where nothing is 100% certain, but there is a way how you can make your gameplay much more consistent than it is right now. And that is what I'm primarily teaching the players in my coaching sessions. Essentially, one of my main points of the videos that I've shared with you, because I've shared like 12 folders with you that you had a chance to watch until now, is I'm trying to teach you what is good, bad, and optimal in your gameplay. Like, what is good, bad, and optimal, like setup, strategy, tactic, movement, aim, team composition, everything in Valorant, so that once we are done with coaching, especially when players purchase like 1 month coaching, you kinda don't need any extra coaching after that. Like, I kinda crunched everything like into these videos that I've shared with you, plus like my coaching sessions that, you know, it is extremely beneficial for the players. Now, by that being said, Valorant is still an extremely complex game. Like, Valorant is something between League of Legends and a CSGO in terms of overall complexity. Like, essentially, like, in CSGO, I could have had like 10 sessions with a player, and that player can already reach like global elite, face it level 10 without any real issues and problems. But in League of Legends, you can have like hundreds of coaching sessions with someone, coach him on 100 different like characters and how to utilize these characters like in different setups, and still have something to talk about. Valorant is like a, you know, baby in between. And essentially, like in Valorant, to properly coach someone, you need at least like around 40 hours spent with that player. When I say properly, I mean literally fixing everything for you, from your game knowledge, game sense, to your mechanical skill, everything, and getting you an average player that is like maybe bronze to a radiant level. Now, that amount of time being spent in a coaching sessions differentiates between the players. Like, some players maybe need, let's say, 6 sessions, and they can already, you know, exceed to some godlike levels. Some players, you know, maybe even after 30 sessions, they will still not reach like the radiant level or a pro level of gameplay. And essentially, like, that really depends on a player and his current skill. But on average, like, when a gold player comes in, let's say, silver player comes in sessions, like, you can work with that dude like with 40 sessions and still have something to teach him and something to explain him, because we have 20 agents, 8 maps. Every single map has different mentality and different type of a mindset that you need to implement, different set of strategies and tactics on different agents, different team compositions. And essentially, even though I am coaching players on their main agents, whichever agent you pick, like it can be Sova, Killjoy, whatever the fuck you want to play, I still need to explain you how to utilize other pieces of your team composition in order to micromanage your teammates or to adapt to them to some degree. You know, like, you need to understand what is a good, bad, and optimal. Sage Wall, Chamber Trademark, utility of Cypher, Killjoy, what is good and bad and optimal smoke, because smokes and controllers are the biggest problems in elos below Immortal. Like, I see these guys are watching some TikTok clips, like they watch these YouTube guides, and yes, they are teaching you maybe esports utility, and it works in some perfect world and a perfect scenario, but you're playing solo queue with 4 gorillas against 5 monkeys on the enemy team, and nobody knows what the fuck are we doing, and you don't know with who are you playing. And because of that inconsistent aspect, you need to basically understand what is the proper utility usage of everyone. Now, even though I said this right now, I don't want you to be an IGL in your team. It's almost impossible in solo queue environment, and it is very tiring. I just want you to micromanage your teammates to the degree where you're not being annoying, but just, trying to elevate your chances of winning a gunfight, round, or a match. And that's it. Simple callout, simple communication wins the games, and that needs to be implemented and talked about. Now, even though I do teach players a certain set of rules to follow, you already could have seen some of the rules through my YouTube videos, but also the exclusive videos that I'll share with you. I still want you to be adaptive. This is not a chess. I want you to play an FPS game, try to be as adaptive as possible, and expand your playstyle and knowledge after the session is done. Basically, if I tell you that with Omen, you should do like 5 or 6 different executes on Ascent of Haven, probably there is around 10 more executes that you can make for yourself based on these 5 that I share with you. Like, I just teach you what is good, bad, and optimal, and based on that, I expect you to develop yourself as a player. And now, with all of this being said, just one quick tip for everyone in the chat, but also for you as well. If you ever decide to buy a coaching session from someone, I don't care if it is like Balls, Joel's, this, that guy, like anyone, regardless of the price, if that guy is not providing you a lifetime support where you can actually communicate with a guy in a longer period of time, and he can actually explain you in a longer period of time how to adapt through different ranks, that coaching is absolutely doo-doo in Valorant. Like, in one session, yes, I can teach you a certain amount of strategies, tactics, and guide you in a really, really good direction. Like, one session is good to change your mentality and to change your approach to the game. But without a long-term support, this is a process. This is not like a magic pill and you're like, oh, I'm gonna get in the game right now and I'm gonna be radiant. Doesn't work like that. So that is why you have these videos that I share with you. You will have lifetime access to them, and also you have a few bonuses when it comes to my coaching. So this is essentially a process for you, and you need to remember that. Like, you can take this period of time, like after purchasing this coaching, like a readjustment period of your gameplay. Like, you're trying to implement all of the strategies from the videos, all of the strategies like from the, I don't know, like this coaching session that we're gonna have, and in this time period, like, take as much time as possible to actually implement everything into your gameplay. Now, I'm gonna skip some of the stuff that I talk about with the players that I'm coaching in a 1-month coaching program, and we're gonna immediately go into like what type of bonuses you get from my coaching and what I recommend you to abuse as much as possible. Like, every single player that I coach, you get a supporter status on my Discord server. What does that supporter status means for you? It means that you can ask me any question about anything at any given moment of time, and essentially, I'm there for you as long as I'm coaching players in Valorant. That support is gonna stay with you forever, and I highly recommend you to abuse that. Every question is good about anything. You can also send me in the private messages, like, let's say you play 1 or 2 rounds and you have absolutely no fucking idea what to do. Ask me in the DMs, Charlatan, what can I do better? Why did this work? Why this didn't work? And how can I adapt myself? That is the whole point of the coaching, and also that supporter status that you get. I'm currently have 2,500 players, even more, that are abusing that support, So I highly recommend you to keep a question 1 per day. Like, more than 1, yeah, it's already getting kind of cluttering there. It's like Amsterdam brothel, like in my Discord DMs. But 1 question about anything, and you definitely you won't have that many questions anyways, like in 1 year. So I recommend you to abuse that. The second bonus that you get from coaching is like for all of the future coaching sessions, you get a 20% discount, whatever you want to buy with me and purchase in the future. And there's no more waiting list for you. So let's say after this session, you want to do a 1 month with me. We're starting basically tomorrow. Actually, not tomorrow because, you know, like I'm going on a road trip for 3 days, but Saturday. You get the point. Like there is no waiting list for you. Now, abuse these bonuses as much as possible. Do you need more coaching? I don't know. I'm gonna tell you after this session what I think about you, because the whole purpose of my coaching is to save your time, money, and to make your progress as fast as possible, to give you as much info as possible that you can implement in your gameplay. I don't give a shit if you come back or not. Like my job is here to improve you and these first 3 things that I've explained to you. But I would like your money, like just to be clear. Now, the whole point is like I'm very honest with the players. Like I'm not gonna sugarcoat you anything. End of the story. Now, every single player in Valorant can improve 9 different skill sets as a player, and these are the skill sets that you need to work on when you're VOD reviewing yourself or when you want to improve yourself. You need to remember, even if you're TENS, Scream, pro player, every player is missing something in his gameplay. Like there is no perfect player in Valorant, at least not yet. And essentially, like sometimes you're gonna miss like some of the skill sets and you can work on them a bit more. Sometimes the others are gonna be slacking a bit more. You get the point. But this right here can serve you really, really good, like if you decide to VOD review yourself in the future and to observe your core problems and mechanics. Number 1 problem of every player, and the number 1 skill set that you should try to improve, is your game knowledge. Essentially, understanding the metas, strategies, agents, tactics, tricks, economy management, all of that good stuff that can help you, you know, kill the enemies and win the rounds even without your aim. The second skill set is basically your game decisions, like how you're playing the power plays, the clutches, how do you position yourself based on what the enemies are doing, your teammates are doing, reading your teammates, reading the enemies, game decisions in terms of the gunplay at the end of the day, like should you go for a spray, for the tap, for the headshot, for the body shot, depending on different scenarios and different situations. Now, the number 3 skill set that every single player in Valorant can improve is the team play. Essentially, you know, how you play the crossfires with your team. Very self-explanatory. The number 4 is the adaptiveness, on which we're gonna talk about like a bit later on. The number 5 is obviously your mechanical skill as a player, like your aim and movement. The number 6 is the training and preparation before and after the matches. That is also a skill set, because a lot of the players have absolutely no clue what the fuck they want to do before and after the matches and what they should work on. So proper training programs and plans are very, very important for you. Like, don't be like me, you know, like I go on stream, I go in the first match and I lose it because I don't warm up, but I do that because I don't have time. But you should definitely use some kind of a warm up, you know. The number 7 skill set is your communication, like paying a close attention on your tone of your voice, because it's very different when you say to your teammates, listen here, fucking ugly bitches, let's push A. And when you tell them, you know, guys, maybe this round we can go A because, you know, it's a bit easier for us. And when it comes to the communication information that you give, like what you see, what you're doing, what you're covering, where you're positioning, etc., etc. Like you should always communicate to your teammates what is your plan. You don't need always to you don't need always to do this. You can adapt yourself if you have if your teammates are doing something stupid, you can try to adapt to them even without communication. And of course, especially in Europe, the amount of communication that I have, you know, like is almost 0. So it's not that much important in the lobbies below Immortal 3. But if you want to be an Immortal 3 Radiant or an esports player, like communication is a huge difference between a good and a bad esports player. Like how fast and how clean you give your comms and what you see, what the fuck is happening on the map for you. Number 8 is your mentality. Essentially understanding like how to be focused, staying focused, playing game at 100%, even if it's maybe a lost game. Every single round is not winnable, but every match is winnable. And there are different like psychological aspects of Valorant that you should understand, and some of them I covered in the training example that I've shared with you. Like, and I'm not gonna touch on this topic during our session right now. And the number 9 is essentially the attitude of the players, like during the game and after the games. And this is also explained in that training example that I've shared with you. Now, to quickly digress a bit, you need to understand that in Valorant, we split the maps in 2 categories. Actually, this is 3 categories, sorry, like, I don't know why I said 2. In 3 categories. And I've explained this in the base level coaching. Essentially, we have the maps with slow rotations, maps with fast rotations, and extremely solistic maps in Valorant. So, when I say maps with slow rotations, that means that on these maps, we have a certain problems on the defender side that we need to fix with, you know, a bit better gameplay, and we need to base our rotations on certain indicators. What are these indicators? Like whether the spike is, I don't know, like in that area of the map that enemies are pushing, how much map control enemies have taken from your teammates. Are your teammates dying? Are they having a fun time and killing the enemies? Etc, etc. So we really need to keep an eye on how we rotate on these maps. And on the attacker side, on these maps, I usually stay away from any rotations, and I try to breach into the bomb sites as best as I can with my team, unless, of course, like there's 5 enemies sitting in the corners, you know, on the Ascent of Haven and penetrating me in the ass, like through the smokes. Of course, I'm gonna rotate then. But every single rotation on the attacker side on these 3 maps represents a huge danger for us, based on the statistics and numbers. So those maps are Icebox, Bind, and Haven. Now, maps with fast rotations, what does that mean? On these maps, map control doesn't matter. Essentially, like, it doesn't matter if you're defending A set and B set, because all of these sites are fairly easy for the retake compared to these 4 maps here. And what matters on these maps on the defender side is team play, semi-aggression that I teach you through the videos that I'll share with you, and also during the VOD reviews. And you need to have a very specific mindset when you're playing these maps. Like, but we're not going to talk about that right now. We're going to focus on something else. And these maps are Split, Ascent, Fracture, and Pearl. Essentially, Split and Ascent are identical maps, literally the same maps. Once you understand to play one, you understand how to play other. You got the videos for all of the maps, end of the story. And the Breeze is the, like, a retarded brother of all of these maps here. Like, literally, the map abandons 80% of the rules that are applied on these maps here. The problem of this map is that you need to fight for map control. You need to have much better feeling for your rotations in terms like how the enemies are pushing usually, what the enemies are usually doing during the rounds, and should you maybe go for a lurk, flank, etc, etc. Like, this is the only map on which I heavily lurk and play solo, and this map is being won on a few factors. Like, number 1 is your mechanical skill, who has a better opper in the team, and number 3 is having a playmaker in the team in terms of, you know, doing this type of solo plays, lurking, taking more map control and information for your team. Information is really important on Breeze and overall map control, and I think that is explained through the videos very, very well. The videos that I share with you, like, they're always missing some kind of a content that I obviously keep for the coaching sessions. I will be updating these videos, like, to much higher standards and to much higher, like, degree over time, but they will be updated in the folders that I've shared with you. So I will not be changing the folders, only the videos. And every month, just check these files, you know, maybe there is something new inside of them. Maybe, you know, there is something that I've added or subtracted, maybe. Now, when it comes to important agents on different maps, that is another topic that I need to discuss, but I've spoken about this, like, a lot of the times, like on my videos and live streams. Essentially, I would argue that disregard this shit here. Just focus on the maps. Team composition is not important until Immortal. Like, until you hit Immortal, like, really, you can win on matches with 5 duelists, basically. Like, the only map that is really conditioned by some agent is Breeze. Like, playing Breeze without Viper is fucking impossible, and you're sacrificing around 40% of chances to win that specific map. Like, while every other map up to Immortal, like, you can literally have any team composition that you want, and you can still win the matches without any problems. So I recommend you to play your main agents. But, of course, like there are some agents and some maps where, you know, like if you have a certain team composition, you definitely have easier time winning those rounds and those matches on these maps. And but you know, I would never force someone to play an agent that he's not comfortable on, and you know, he's gonna do some stupid lineups, some stupid smokes that I've never seen ever in my life. You know, I see only in Iron, and that is the whole point of not filling all the way to Immortal. But in Immortal and Radiant, the team composition matters a lot. So for an example on Fracture, when it comes to the controllers, because you're a controller main, if I was you, what I would play, like all the way up to, let's say Radiant, is the Brimstone and Omen. Like these are the, Brimstone is the best controller on Fracture, and essentially like he has the most map control, the best utility for the map, end of the story. Omen is the second because of the one-way smokes and the setups that you can see in the videos that I'll share with you. And essentially Omen is very, very good like on this map if you play him in the way that I play him. Now on Haven, I would always pick the Omen over any other controller. Essentially like Omen is god tier on Haven, especially with a, you know, one-way strategies and some sneaky beaky strategies that you can do on the map. On Bind, for an example, Sage, kinda, you need to have a Sage on Bind, kinda, you know, like, because on the attacker side, pushing A site without the Sage, it's fucking hell of a time, you know, like, your teammates can make so many mistakes during that post plan, but also during initial push on the site. But I don't recommend you to play Sage. What I recommend every single player in Valorant, Omen is the G when it comes to the bind. Like, essentially, Omen is insane character. The amount of plays that you can do on that map, like with this controller, just insanity. Like, I don't play any other agent on bind except Omen. And since you are a controller main, Omen is your G. On Breeze, fuck it. It's just the map. Nothing works. You need to play a Viper if you already want to play a controller on a Breeze. But on Breeze, you know, I usually play like Viper, Chamber, Jet, like I'm mixing stuff a bit. Like, Omen works when you have a Viper to be like a duelist essentially in your team. But without a Viper, you know, you're already 30-40% like you have already like 30 to 40% lower chances of winning the round and winning the matches compared to the enemies. On Icebox, Icebox is kinda conditioned with this team composition, and this is the best team comp to have on Icebox. But you know, all the way to Immortal, like, this is not important for you, and I would definitely prioritize playing Omen on Icebox over the Viper and any other controller, only because of the setups and the stuff that I'll share with you through my exclusive videos. Ascent, Omen, split. Omen and Pearl. Unfortunately, the best controller on Pearl is Astra, simply because of mobility of her smokes and how you can adapt them to different situations and scenarios. Plus, you carry like literally like, I don't know, like 10 smokes in your pocket, if you include like, you know, the fake smokes. But I personally, all the way to Immortal 3, I would play Omen on this map, and then from Immortal 3, I do recommend you, you know, to touch on Viper, to touch on Brimstone, or maybe implement the Astra in your gameplay. And that is what I can recommend you, based that you're controller main and that you are currently a platinum player, you know, platinum gold elo. Now, that is everything that was important for us. Like, everything else is explained in the videos that I share with you. Right now, we have a few questions for you, and then we can start with our VOD review. Do you have any questions right now?
No, I get what you're saying.
Okay, great. Which games did you play before Valorant? And tell me a bit more about your overall, like, gaming experience.
Siege. I played in CL for a little bit. That's about it. Played Siege. Yeah, played Siege, then hopped on this. And then before that, I just played World of Warcraft, which doesn't correlate in any way.
Okay. Which rank are you right now, and what is your highest rank?
In Siege or
No, in Valorant. I cannot coach in a Siege. Like, my max rank was there, like Platinum 4.
Yeah, no, I got champ.
Bro, that's so good. The game is great. Like, the Siege is really fun game. Just, you know, it's kind of, for a new player, it's very like, heavy, you know, like it has a steep learning curve. Like there's some spots that you can penetrate like from any angle. Like what the fuck is happening in that game?
Oh yeah, map knowledge is literally the
Yeah,
whole point of the game.
Exactly. Like, okay, rank
So rank is Plat 2.
Platinum 2, highest, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Which agents do you usually main?
I just fucking auto lock Omen.
Outlaw Omen, great. My guy, man, watches my videos.
Exactly. You said that and I was like, I'm on it.
But Viper on Breeze, please. I saw that you're playing Omen on Breeze. I can utilize the Omen on Breeze, but I don't think at your current skill level that you're able to do that yet. You know, like, and I would just not. No, it's not only about the skill level. It's just about you're playing. You know, like in Platinum and Gold. Like, do you think these guys will, without Viper smoke? The thing, these guys in Gold and Platinum will properly push the bomb sites, use the Sova drone recon abilities. That's not happening. Like, trust me. Now, which mouse do you have?
I have a final mouse.
Final mouse. Okay. Refresh rate of a monitor.
240.
240. Mousepad.
Pad Smith.
Pat Smith. Okay. Cloth, soft, hard. Not touch it. I mean, you know, like.
It's pretty much like a mimic of like an Artisan Zero.
Great. Okay. Let's give me your tracker, though, GG. Let's see what's happening there.
All right, let me get it. 1 second.
Chat, what the fuck are you doing, huh? Jerking a cock here. Go on my Discord server, buy a coaching. I'm just kidding,
keep
you know?
in mind, this account was a friend's before it was mine. So.
Okay. Can I watch like the last act?
Half of it's me, half of it was him.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Let me open that up.
So like when the rank starts tanking really bad, that's when it was me.
Mm-hmm. Let us see it. Okay, just a second to open the top. So that's here. Desktop. Okay. Holy fuck! No, I actually... So you tried to play in this around Immortal Elo, right?
Not really. I was trying to D-rank so I could play with my friend.
What are we watching here then?
Wait, what was that?
Why am I checking this tracker then? Like, okay, never mind. Fuck the tracker. This won't tell us anything. Okay. Let's focus then on a VOD review. Actually, share me your screen for a second. I want to see your settings inside of the game. Is that okay?
Yeah, it's fine.
Because this is really like you know, like this tracker is like I don't think like I'm gonna get anything from this. Okay, let's see the screen.
Oh shit. Okay.
Go to the settings. Just a second to I don't know what's happening here. Okay. Okay. How much DPI is that?
800.
Okay. Listen, when it comes to the raw input buffer, recently that option after the latest act started, Act 3 of episode 5, like that option is giving me a few micro stutterings when it comes to my aim and when it comes to like
I'm getting that. Okay, that makes sense.
So I would turn it off for now. Usually it is better to keep it on, but just I don't know. The latest patch fucked it up completely. Keep it off. Keep it off for now.
I've noticed that.
I'll update you like when this becomes good actually. Scroll down. Okay, the minimap should be fine in terms of the vision. Scroll down. Down. Corpses, network buffering. Okay, go to controls. CQ, WASD. Scroll down. Go to equipment. Up. Interesting. Scroll down. Listen, auto-equip prioritizations, always keep it at strongest, and don't auto-equip melee, keep it on. Essentially, like, that allows you to be a bit faster when it comes to faking the spike defuse, faking the spike plant, jiggling the weapons to the certain location, stopping, when you stop to get the orb, like, essentially, like, there is no knife animation, like, during these, like, I don't know how to call them, like actions, you know. So I always keep this as strongest and don't auto-equip melee.
Okay.
Go to communication. Scroll up. Usually what I recommend to the players is you should never keep any push to talk button on your mouse. Essentially, like, that can screw up your aim a bit. And this is not important for you right now, but it will be important if you decide to be, let's say, an esports player, pro player, or, you know, you end up in Radiant and you need to give a fast comms in the middle of the gunfights, for an example, you know. So I would definitely keep that option, any push to talk, like, on my keyboard, always. But right now, that is not that important for you because, anyways, you probably don't talk that much, like, during the gunfights, you know. Go to crosshair, I mean, whatever, it's not that important, but yeah, it's just regular shit, like smudge. Video. Okay, graphics quality. Okay, copy paste now. Do you have a good PC or not? Like, how much FPS you usually get?
Like 400.
End of the story. Go to audio. Shivu, welcome to stream, man. Stereo. Okay, voiceover. Okay, great. You can turn off the screen. Now we can go into the VOD review part.
Oh god, it's really bad, by the way. It's really bad.
I would keep all of these settings that you have, like, they're okay. Like, there's nothing really to change and nothing specific that can fuck you up, except the stuff that I just said. Okay, let me find the VOD here. Like, so what did you say? You split it in 2 games?
Yeah, my OBS like died.
So we have this, and we have
You might have
this.
to like skip through it a little bit.
Is this the start?
Low key might see me on World of Warcraft for a second. Just skip past.
The guy's a faker, you know, like he's playing a pro tournament and alt-tabbing and playing World of Warcraft. Jesus Christ, man. Okay. Ooh, bind! Let's go. Okay, let me also get on a bind, and let's start explaining you what you should be doing better.
Wait. Bind? Huh?
Isn't it bind? Oh, it's a fracture. The first match you found was... Bro, look at this. What? Am I tripping? Just a second. Moment.
Oh, I was alt tab, so it didn't like catch up.
Here, like when it was match found, it said bind. No, I don't know, man. Maybe I'm tripping here. Whatever. Like there's some shit here. Well, whatever. Like in these.
Some voodoo.
Yeah. Okay, fracture. Fracture. Like Omen is the second best agent. Like when it comes to the fracture, essentially, like Brimstone is a bit better because of the Steam Beacon, fast executes, his ultimate, etc. Because Omen ultimate is not that useful on fracture as on other maps, you know. Like, but I still think that Omen is great for this map, especially if you implement the strategies that I'm gonna be teaching you today. So let's try to see what you're doing and how your gameplay is looking. It did say bind. In that like little thumbnail, it's literally said match found bind. Like, what the fuck? Yo, Rohan, welcome to stream, my man. How are you today, bro? I haven't watched the stream in a while, and when I put it on, I was like, no mask, No mask, Lee K, man. Welcome to stream, bro. Fuck the mask, man. I need to breathe. I need to breathe. I started having like respiratory problems, bro. Bifurka God. Bifurka. Is it that? Bro, my vision? 0. Okay. Okay. Let's go. So, let's start first with one very simple rule that I need you to remember for the essentially rest of your life and rest of your Valorant career, so to say. So, essentially, this rule is the following. Just a second to find. My notes are everywhere, man. Ooh. Playing the first round on attacker's side in Valorant. Essentially, the first round in Valorant should always be some kind of an aggressive 5-man execute towards the same objective. The first round should never be some kind of a lurk, split, default, or slow play. Essentially, like in the first round in Valorant, the attacker side players have the advantage over the defender side players. Why is that so? Essentially in Valorant, both attackers and defender side have the same utility, same available guns. Everything is the same essentially. It's not like in CSGO. And in Valorant, the attacker side players have the advantage because if you execute fast, aggressively, one area of the map with your team, you're essentially pushing the site where there's maximum 2 or 3 enemies there. And you have more utility and more manpower to actually overwhelm those enemies. And we are always trying to push a specific bomb site based on the map and enemy's team composition, which we deem as an easier bomb site to push at that moment of time. Essentially, like we're trying to push a site where enemies cannot stop us with their utility easily, and where enemies cannot use the Sentinel's utility or the damaging abilities to fuck us up. That makes sense? Hello, you there? Hello?
What? Yeah.
You're live! Are you there, man?
Oh, okay, I'm back.
What is the last thing you heard?
The attacker side thing. Gotta rush.
Okay, gotta rush. Okay, watch the stream then. After this session. Okay.
Yeah, I was getting yelled at for a second, my bad.
All good, all good. Why?
Huh?
Why did you get yelled at?
Family.
Always fun. Okay. So, essentially, like, that is what you should try to do, like, in the first round on the attacker's side. Like, 5-man aggressive push towards the same objective makes more sense than splitting the map or playing the default. Now, what is the absolutely #1 best strategy to perform on Fracture with any team composition? Essentially, in the first round of Fracture, you always want to do a 4-1 aggressive split towards the B site. You tell 4 of your teammates to push with you through the arcade area of the map aggressively, and one of your teammates is lurking through the B main area and trying to catch the enemies off guard through the B main. Why do we push arcade? Because arcade is just a lot more open space where 4 of you guys can outmaneuver the enemy's utility and freely take the tower control, take the side control without any obstruction from the enemy's abilities. And you need to have this guy on lurk simply to, you know, like, there is always a chance that guy is gonna get maybe 1 or 2 free kills, enemies won't expect to do there, etc. You get the point, like, end of the story. And who should be on the lurk? On the lurk should always be some kind of a useless agent for your push. So, for example, Chamber, I don't know, like Killjoy, like someone without like movement abilities or dash abilities or steam beacons and shit like that, you know. So that is the absolutely best strategy in the first round. When it comes to playing Omen in the first round like this, I always purchase the Frenzy 2 smokes, 2 shrouded steps, and you want to smoke instantly. As the round starts, you're smoking this location. From this position, you're smoking this location, and you're pushing aggressively with your teammates and clearing everything one by one. If your teammates cannot cross here because of something, I don't know, I highly recommend you to updrift here and try to take the tower control as fast as possible. Now, this is a very important part. How do you use the ropes to go up on the tower? Something that players never get right. A lot of the players, what they do when they're going up these ropes, they go up the ropes like this. Why is this bad? Simply because when you're at this moment of time, you cannot shoot the enemy precisely. I mean, yes, there is still accuracy on the ropes, etc., but it is not that fast of a peak, you know, like ropes are kinda slowing down your movement a bit, and essentially there's a lot of fucked up shit that can happen for you. Like if the Charlatan is holding you here with a shorty, trust me, you won't have a lot of fun time, or if I'm playing this type of an angle. So essentially, when you're going up the ropes, you want to do the following. You want to go up here, place your crosshair, you know, for this most common position where the enemies are, jump on this ledge, and then perform a fast Ferrari swing from this wall here where the enemies don't see you. This type of a movement and this type of a way to take the B tower is much better and smarter than doing this type of a shit. Like, this is something that you should never do. Like, you will always see in my gameplay, I do this, and I engage enemies in this type of a movement. It is much more fluid, better, faster, end of the story. Now, of course, like, when it comes to this strategy, like, you consistently need to adapt to what your teammates are doing. You know, if already 2 of your teammates are going tower, it's stupid to go tower. Like, just try to push from the arcade position, try to, you know, backstab the enemies, take the side control. Maybe you can go for some cheeky, bricky, you know, pick to the smoke and try to kill enemies here in the close range gunfight. I don't know what's gonna happen. But this is the absolutely best strategy on Fracture, because we are avoiding these choke points that usually get bombarded with the utility, and from which it is very, very hard to actually execute the sites in the first round. Let's see what the hell you are doing and what you can actually do a bit better. Let me just put this on window full screen. I guess it's this one here. Okay. So, definitely, the one thing, the only thing that is a counter to this strategy is if the enemies have the Sage. If the Sage decides to wall the arcade, then we're kind of fucked. But I'm willing to gamble that. Like, I'm willing to do that type of a gamble. If the Sage walls the arcade area of the map, then maybe you can, you know, like, abandon the strategy or try to do something else. Or maybe you can commit to it and try to destroy the wall as fast as possible. But that is the only risk that we have here. This type of shit that you're doing right now, you know, Chamber going here, 2 of these guys going here, you and the Sage going with a spy here, should never happen in the first round. It should always be a 5-man organized, aggressive push towards the one bomb site, one objective. Which objective? Depends on the map and depends on the agents that you have. Another mistake here is in the first round, especially with Omen, always afford your utility for the money that you have. Like, there should never be a round in Valorant, where the first round in Valorant, where you're not buying all of your utility or affording all of these credits, because every single piece of this utility might be useful for this specific round, to escape some situations, to play aggressively, to do anything essentially. So this is horrible mistake, and whoever tells you, you know, to save the money in the first round, it's an absolute imbecile. Now, with Omen on Fracture, you have 2 buy options, to be honest. Like, you either go Frenzy with 2 Shrouded Steps and 2 Smokes, or you go with a Classic and 2 Smokes and 2 Shrouded Steps, and of course the Light Shield. It's totally up to you, like, what you wanna buy. It depends, like, which weapon, like, feels more comfortable for you. For me, it's a Frenzy. It's very easy weapon to use, very noob-friendly weapon. Like, you just spray and shoot the enemies. Like, there's not a lot of brain or aim that goes into the gameplay with Frenzy. Give me... this is already sourced, okay? You use your first smoke here in the arcade. This is okay. considering like what the fuck is happening on the map right now, because I don't know what these two guys are doing, and also this chamber is extremely slow. So this smoke is okay only because you're carrying a spike and you're playing with your Sage right now. But this type of a first round should never happen for you, literally.
Yeah, this game was really bad.
Like the first round is maybe the most important round, where you need to be a bit more vocal, where you need to tell your teammates, guys, let's do something specific. Like let's try to have the highest possible chances of winning the round. You win the first round, you win the second round, you potentially win the third round as well. That's it. Enemy's mentality is already in the trash can, and a lot of times they're already gonna surrender the matches, basically, or just mentally surrender. This is exactly what I was talking about, and never, Jesus Christ, what did we see here? And never use the ropes in this way. That was interesting. We'll talk about this a bit later. I want to see more of your gunfights, because here I don't know what was this panic mode like. Why did you move so much? Like what was this mouse movement as well? Like that is why I asked like from you that hand cam. You know, like that hand cam is very important for me to see like your mouse control and how you're controlling your current sensitivity. Essentially, enormous amount of mistakes in this round that can already make this round 10 times more consistent. And imagine there, if you have a frenzy, wouldn't that gunfight be 10 times easier as well? I mean, you would have just shredded that. Like, if I can use the frenzy, stinger, you know, judge to dominate players in Radiant lobbies, why you wouldn't be able to do that in these lobbies where the gunfights are lasting like 200 years, 10,000 years, like Illidan is getting out of prison, man, before you finish a gunfight. World of Warcraft reference there. You see? Okay, man. Okay. So, I love that you carry the spike. I love that you push the arcade, but you cannot go like with 2 players in the first round and do so much splitting. Like that splitting fucked you up. Now, in a second round on Fracture, essentially on any map, if you lose the first round, you can do whatever the fuck you wanna do. Essentially, the second round doesn't matter in Valorant in terms of winning it or losing it. When you lose the first round, like when you're playing these eco rounds, the whole point of an eco round is to damage the enemy's economy and preserve your own economy. And in these type of rounds, I usually play more as a kamikaze, trying to basically trade myself for maybe 1, 2, or 3 kills and take as many guns as possible from the enemies and create a numbers advantage for my team. So in these type of rounds, I really recommend you to try to do some kind of an aggressive play, try to go into the enemy's faces and just try to trade yourself as best as you can. Any gun that you take from enemies, any shield that you take from enemies, if you plant the spike, it's a win for us. If you lose the round, doesn't matter. If you win the round, great bonus, love it, I don't complain. And in these type of rounds, like a lot of players will tell you that it's better to play as 5. You don't need to play as 5. Like the whole point is just to damage the enemy's economy. Yes, when you play as 5 towards the same objective, you have higher chances to, you know, kill those enemies with guns that are playing anti-eco round. But depends on the map heavily. Like what I would do on Fracture, like if I lose the first round, in the second round I would do the same strategy that I did in the first round. Actually, on Fracture, I think I do the first round strategy 3 times in a row. Simply because it's the best shit that you can do, like, on this map. Because both B main and A main area of the map are heavily guarded by the enemy's utility always. Listen, whenever you end up in a pinch situation with Omen, especially when you have a close range weapons, your instant thought, like your instant reaction, should always be using your smoke to cover up one choke point or to close the gap with the enemies. So here, when you saw on the minimap, like that, you're getting butt fucked by the enemy jet here, and enemy Reyna is pressuring you from here, or whoever it was. Like, you needed to do some kind of a smoke. Whether it is the smoke here to completely cut off these enemies and force them to come into your face and into your classic pistol, or to do this type of a smoke and completely focus on the enemy jet that is flanking you. Like, you cannot stay in a sandwich, you know, between two enemies and, you know, pray to the god, like, that everything's gonna go fine and that you're gonna hit, like, some insane shots. It's really stupid. Like, you always want to isolate the enemies in a 1v1 gunfight, which are smokes, especially when you have a economy disadvantage, and especially if you're in some kind of a pinch or some kind of a numbers disadvantage situation. Okay, good, good. Good, good. The enemies didn't actually push you because they didn't know you're there. No problemo. You will have to smoke the cross. Yeah, very good. And we are going in the plant at the back of the site. Ooh, here, like, you know, you should have jumped into the site simply because you don't know if the enemies are already maybe in the CT. Like, God knows how fast they rotated, but it's okay. We got a plant, we got 3 kills. Even if you lose this round, nobody gives a shit. Solid, solid. Okay, good, good, good. I mean, that guy is using a Bucky, man. Like, come on, bro. The gun is shit, man. Don't use the Bucky. Like, Bucky is dead. But a Stinger is your new, like, G. So, this round, great. 3 kills, spike planted. Your mentality should not be impacted. We're moving on to the next one. Now, based on overall enemies positioning, in the previous, like, in the previous 2 rounds, what type of information we can get for ourselves is that on A site, they probably played a Breach with a Jet, and on B side, they are probably playing the Sage and Reyna only. Like, so far, we only saw the Sage and Reyna on B side. Like, we didn't see, like, Breach there, we didn't see Jet there, we didn't see really Chamber doing any type of a crazy setup. So, in this round, once again, probably the best strategy to do is to push aggressive arcade as a 5-man. Essentially, that type of a push is always like kind of like the least riskiest push on this map. But one more thing that is completely fine on Fracture is to experiment as much as you can, to try to see where the enemies have the gap in their strategy and where you can just, you know, easily kill the enemies, or just where the worst enemies playing, where is the weakest link, etc, etc. Like, Fracture is a really fucked up map. Like, it is the second worst map in Valorant. The first one is Breeze, and on this map you also want to go for a bit more of a solo place sometimes. Not in the first round, obviously. Like, in first round nobody should be splitting. So right now, based on everything that we saw in the previous rounds and how the enemy is positioned, the best idea is to try to push fast arcade. That flash there that you did is... Ooh, antivirus is dying. That flash that you did there is okay, but kinda unnecessary, let's be honest. Because there's 3 of you guys holding that angle. Enemies are playing a bonus round. You know, like Jet has a dash. She peeks you there. Like, why would we do this type of a flash? Like, if we are already playing on a trading potential, you know, and the Jet has a dash. Like, it was a bit wasted there, to be honest. Like, I would primarily, if I'm playing Omen on this map, I'm primarily keeping my flash to execute the bomb sites and to execute, like, the areas of the maps that hold some kind of a value for me. This area of the map doesn't hold really any value, and especially when you're dropping onto the A site, there's enormous amount of angles from which you can die when you're going from the drop position. In a round, listen.
To see something funny.
I know. in the rounds where the enemies are playing bonus weapons, eco weapons, and halberd weapons, I highly recommend you to prioritize pushing the choke points where the enemies cannot fuck you up with those type of a close range guns. It's a bit better to, you know, take the A main control, take the B main control, take the Arcade control. Like, drop is really not the best idea against the Breach that has a Bucky in his hands, you know. And
Right.
of course, if I was pushing the Arcade in this specific round, I would not touch the B tower, especially not alone. Why? Because maybe up there is a guy, you know, like with a shorty with a Bucky waiting in my face to just spit on me and fuck me up, and it's absolutely stupid in this type of a round to do to pressure the tower. I would take the tower after I take the site and together with my teammates, so I don't get, you know, killed in some stupid way. And once again, in this type of rounds, it is absolutely stupid to split the map. Like, there's no communication here. Come on, man, you're playing in NA, I don't know, Australia, like wherever, Alaska, like you speak English, you know, better than me. And you guys have the common language. Like, when the enemies are eco, halby, or they're playing a bonus round, you should never split, ever, in your life, on any map that you're playing. You should always work towards the same objective. Why are we giving these free kills to the Reyna right now that has a Sheriff? Why is your Reyna now alone in the B main, potentially dying from the chamber 1D in the head? Like, really, really stupid. You need to be a bit more vocal. Like, just tell your teammates, like, what is smart at that moment of time. You don't need to tell them anything specific, what you wanted to do. Like, you don't need to tell them, hey guys, you know, like, do this smoke, that smoke, do this, do that. Like, just simple call. Guys, let's push Amen as 5. Let's work towards the A site. End of the story. And one more note that you should have taken from the previous rounds is that enemies love to be hyper-aggressive. Like, the Jet actually flanked you in a second round. And that is the note that will mentally stay with me forever until the end of this match. Okay, listen, like, first of all, when the enemies are playing a bonus round, eco round, when you're playing Omen, there is almost never a reason for you to do any type of an aggressive execute. Never. Like, it's always better to play on the contact of your teammates, play with them, trade each other out, and that's it. But if you already wanted to do some kind of an aggressive play and get the map control for your teammates, this is not how you do it on Fracture. Like, essentially, when you're going from this drop area of the map, like, you don't have that many executes, with Omen to take the map control here. Like, basically, what you can do, you can maybe do a one-way smoke there and try from this position to teleport all the way up there, if the Valorant actually allows you to do that, like, all the way up there. You don't even need to jump. That is one execute that I love to do. And then from this position, you can maybe drop down on the enemies' faces, try to surprise the enemies, etc, etc. Plus, this is a solid one-way smoke, like, for the enemies that are maybe playing in this area of the map, while your teammates are executing the A site. Another thing that you can do is you can always smoke the top of the site and try to teleport inside of that smoke and, you know, pressure the enemies there. You can try to position smokes that look like this, and then try to teleport inside of that smoke like this, and from this position, try to, you know, surprise the enemies and execute the site. Like, you need to find more cover for yourself. Like, you cannot just teleport in the middle of nowhere expecting that you're gonna stay alive. Especially since you don't have a smoke here, you don't have any smokes here, and you wasted your flash, you know, for this area of the map. Okay, so the chamber is playing A, and the Jet is also playing A. Okay. Essentially, like, one of the main things that I can recommend you in Valorant, when the enemies are playing the eco rounds, halby rounds, stay away from any aggressive smokes, aggressive executes. Just play a clean gunfights and just try to kill them based on the economy advantage. All of the enemies had Sheriffs, Spectres, Stingers, Buckies, classic pistols. Like, there was absolutely no need to be so much aggressive and to go in the face of the enemies at all. Let the enemies overpeak, fuck them up with the gun advantage, end of the story. Okay, one quick tip, like, whenever you see in your match on Fracture that enemy Jet has the ultimate, always call for this type of a play. Like, you tell one of your teammates to watch this angle from this position. Like, in this round, if you have the Chamber in your team, Chamber can be the one, like, watching this angle with a Headhunter. And you teleport on top of this position and watch this angle for the first, let's say, 5 or 6 seconds of the round. Because the most common play that the Jet players do, they're gonna use the double updraft from here to kill you there, or they're gonna do the double updraft from this position to kill you up there. And those two updrafts are the most common updrafts on Fracture, and I'm always trying to counter them when I see that the Jet has the ultimate that I think she's gonna use in that specific round.
We're saving Sage.
Get out of my way.
Uh-huh. She actually did it. She actually did it. We heard the updraft on this position here, and if you actually told your teammates that Jet is gonna do that, that was an easy kill for our chamber with a headhunter. Easy. And this is a very, very common shit that players do, like, in almost any elo. Like, you can also see in my latest, like, gameplay video, like, on Omen on YouTube, one situation where I did that, like, where I waited for this angle and just took a kill. Like, it's such an easy kill. Okay.
Had that fuck.
Last player standing.
Okay. This round here should primarily be a learning round for you. Because you see how much aggressive the enemies are. So I think that right now, the absolutely best call for your team is to actually pressure the B, and you can just wait for the enemies to push the A. Because these enemies are hyper aggressive, they're hyper confident. If I was in your position, I would just sit on the T-spawn, wait for the Jet and Breach to push me, and I would just tell my teammates to put some pressure onto the B side. And I think you can easily pull out that aggression from these two guys that are consistently flanking you. Like, Jet is in some kind of a hyper aggressive mode, and I don't know why they're playing so stupid. Like, so in the next round, the absolute best idea to do is, you know, tell your teammates to be slightly more aggressive here, do the smoke here, and just wait for the enemies to push you right here. This is the best spot to wait for the flank, because it's a lot harder to actually clear you. Like, when you're camping here, like, I mean, anyone should be clearing this corner, like, regardless of the elo. Like, this is a very, you know, common corner spot, like, whatever. But I don't know what the hell you are gonna do.
The hunt begins.
It will be me.
Cover going out.
Okay. You need to check the back of the... Ooh, listen. If you already want to do some kind of an aggressive play onto the tower and teleport on tower, you cannot teleport in this type of a way. Like, it's extremely dangerous to teleport in these type of smokes. Why? Because the enemy can literally be sitting in this specific angle and in this specific smoke without any problems. Like, how do you know that the enemy right now is not in the smoke? I don't know. You don't know. So whenever I'm going for an aggressive play on top of the B tower, I'm always creating a cubby position on which I can actually teleport. What I mean by cubby position? I do the smoke like this, and I leave this angle open so that I can actually teleport here, and then I'm moving into the smoke to actually take the tower position. This is much safer and better than what you did right now. Or simply, you know, use a flash and just engage the enemies. Like, you don't even need to use a teleport.
You'll see why I laughed.
But this TP was, you know, insanity.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Ah, man, like, that's, you know, like there is no hindsighting in my coaching. Like, I already know what the fuck is gonna happen, you know, like, I see the future. Like, no bueno, man, no bueno. Like, there is two ways to be aggressive on tower: with a flash and ropes, or by creating that cubby position where you can actually teleport and then aggressively engaging the enemies through the smoke. End of the story.
Right.
Oh, you got revived. Aha.
Your duty is not over.
Let go for a second.
Barrier here.
Shadows traveling.
Okay. Okay. I don't know what to tell you about this. Like,
I feel like that's just unlucky, no?
that's you know, like I explained you this in the base level coaching. Like, 40% of rounds you literally lose on timing, slack, and your bad teammates. Like, and 60% of rounds you can impact. Like, you can impact how you teleport on B tower, but this like timing that Reyna picked like that was really insane. Like, that she was already there. So
Yeah.
this is more of Arena's like a good play than your bad play. I probably would have done the same shit that you did. Like, the only difference is that I would not be holding a knife that much, you know. Like what I do in these type of examples. Like, as soon as I'm approaching some angles where the enemies potentially can be or kill me, I'm drawing out my gun. You know, like when I did this, I would already pull out my gun. Because, you know, enemy could have been there. They can already, you know, shoot you in the ass. Like, this smoke does nothing, and this wall does nothing. But I think that you would have died anyways, because that girl like, really picked a really good timing. But okay, your teammates won the round. Essentially, like on Fracture, I highly recommend you to observe a bit more how aggressive the enemies are and how you can pull out the enemy's aggression. Like, you need to observe two things on Fracture. First thing is, do enemies love to flank and lurk, and through which positions they lurk and flank the most. And second thing is how fast they are rotating from A and B. Because I firmly believe that in this specific game, if you just told your teammates to focus on B, you gave them the smokes, you could have got like maybe 1 or 2 easy kills on this Jet and Chamber that are definitely gonna push you to the A main area of the map, because they always done that. Especially when you have the ultimate of Omen, that is maybe the best way to use the Omen ultimate on Fracture. To pick up the spike, to put the pressure onto the enemies, or to connect with your teammates after you do some kind of a solo play, or some kind of a lurk or flank. So here you have the ultimate, you have all of the necessary abilities, you have all of the necessary information from the previous rounds, what the enemies love to do. This round is an easy peasy. Now we need to move on to the...
Can you do the 2-factor on multiple accounts?
Onto the other VOD. Just a second. Aha, your game crashed in this round, huh?
Yeah.
That's fun. What?
Oh, that's a death match. I think you're watching the one with Breeze or something. Hold on. Let me see if I might have not sent the other one. 1 second.
Okay. Chat, do you have any questions, huh, guys? While we're waiting for the what?
It's here. I just reacted to it. Was Summit smashing a screen in our chat?
Just a second, baby. I clicked on that, like, no? Wait. Ah, okay, we're good. We good. Okay. I have no fucking idea what happened, nor do you, I guess. But okay, your teammates, once again, like, listen, if your teammates are really bad at splitting the map. Sorry, man, you didn't actually hear me at all. Like, this happens a lot. Like, I forget to turn on my microphone. Listen, basically, you have no fucking idea what happened in the previous rounds. In the previous round, because you like cut off. But what we can see here, that our teammates are absolutely bad, fucked in the head when it comes to playing solo. What is the best idea to do then? Tell them to play together. Like, essentially, like, whenever my teammates are bad at taking the solo fights, at taking the solo play space, just tell them to work together. Like, it is 10 times better than allowing your teammates to die here, and here. Like, why would I allow them to die in a 50-50 fight, especially if the enemies have some kind of a smurf. It is always better to play together with your teammates and try to counter that smurf and those better mechanical players than yourself together. And be useful as a team and work as a team. Because if this type of a split gameplay is not working for you on Fracture, that's it. Like we're just pushing, you know, 3-2 splits, 3-2 splits here, 4-1 at 5-0. You know, like we need to work towards the same objective. End of the story. Or what I would say is that you know, like I would just bait out the enemy's rotation from A, and I would try to kill the enemies that are gonna definitely flank you and lurk behind.
Did you kill it?
To make me run away. No, I didn't kill it.
No.
Okay.
I don't know where it is.
Okay. Okay.
Probably in your bed.
Do you want one more explanation why right now this doesn't make any sense? Enemy chamber has the ultimate. What are the chances that these idiots are not going to die one by one from the chamber ultimate? 0. Maybe that idiot is you as well, because chamber is usually plays A and he peeks the A main area of the map a lot. Maybe now he's gonna peek the dish. I don't know what's gonna happen. So right now we have two informations. Chamber has the ultimate. We need to avoid him, especially because our teammates are mechanically bad and they have 0 utility usage, 0 gameplay. We just need to work together. 4-man arcade, 1-man B main. Let's try to do that. Like literally the best strategy on Fracture. Trust me, like try it as many times as you want. Now, the second information that we have is exactly what I explained. Just our teammates are mechanically, you know, not good, and chamber usually plays say, let's avoid him. Maybe the chamber is B as well. I don't know. Essentially, like I would always tell my Reyna and my flash agents to flash the main areas of the maps to push the chamber backwards. But the whole point was play it fucking together. You know, if already solo players are not, or maybe you know, oh, what the fuck am I watching, bro? Your team has died in 4 seconds of a round.
Player standing.
We're getting riggedy wrecked.
Not bad. I mean, the crosshair placement was good there. The angle that you held was not bad. Like, actually, I'm really surprised by this positioning here, for an example.
Riggedy wrecked.
This was not bad. The only thing that I highly recommend you is something that you're going to see a lot in my gameplay. Even when I'm waiting for the enemies in these type of one and done angles or some off angles and positions. Like, I'm always trying to counter the enemy's movement with my movement. Like, I'm never going to hold this angle like this and wait for the Sage to, you know, go on my crosshair. As I hear the Sage moving here,
You're gonna peek while she peeks.
exactly, like I'm just gonna counter her movement in the opposite, in the same direction she is going. So I'm gonna do this and engage her and try to kill her, to counter the peeker's advantage and just the overall perception advantage of that enemy.
You want to play? Let's play.
You alt tapped here, just a second to see. This is exactly what I was talking about. Like, you died here only because, like, you're not reading the enemies at all. Like, you're not trying to put any focus on how the enemies are doing and what they're doing. Like, enemies are overconfident right now, and it is very easy to fuck up the overconfident players. You just need to play patiently and use your brain. Like, where do the enemies push? What do they usually love to aggress? How do they love to lurk or flank? Do they even lurk and flank? Ask yourself these questions. And in this round, especially because it is an eco hull by round, I mean, this was a perfect bait for you. Like, I would have just waited for this type of a push, fuck up this breach. We have the full A side control. Enemies probably already rotated from A to B. End of the story.
And a lot.
I will rip the light from them.
I think it was just under 2,000.
Get out of my way.
Oh, we need to look angles. Yikes.
Well, okay, flank behind. I don't know where that was.
He jumps out.
Listen. Whenever Jet has the ultimate and you're expecting her to use the ultimate, please observe that angle here and this angle here. Just at least just tell your teammates to be aware of that. Like, they don't need to, you know, specifically hold anything. Just to be aware, like, if you hear, like, you know, I don't know, nowhere to run, like, that's actually what Sova says, like, I got you, whatever Jet says, you know, I'm instantly flicking up right or up on this position to see if she's doing that type of an updrift. Because it's such an easy kills, like on players. At least in these lobbies. Listen, this aggro execute that you did is fine, but your teammates are dying. Get out of the way is what says Jet. Okay. Thank you for educational content. Okay, listen. What to do if your teammates are dying in the choke points? Essentially, what a lot of controller players don't understand is that your utility is not only being used to fuck up the enemies, to enter the bomb sites, and to create a space for the aggressive plays and executes. Your utility is also being used to navigate your teammates and protect your teammates from some stupid plays and stupid peaks. So what do I mean by that? Let's say, you know, your teammates are consistently dying on Fracture, here and here. I will not, like, allow my teammates to play like that. First of all, I would always tell my Reyna to do this type of a flash here, or this type of a flash here, to prevent the enemies from peeking and to fuck up the enemy's peak. If my Reyna is not doing that, I'm gonna do everything that is in my power, especially on the map like Fracture, to take at least this space and this space from the enemies in order to have some map control and to extend my push into the bomb sites and to make my teammates live a happy life. So, with Omen, what you will see me do a lot of times, especially if my teammates are dying in these main point positions, this smoke. Yes, it is a bit contradicting in terms, you know, you're literally given a smoke that protects the B side. But if the enemies are already so aggressive and so much better in mechanical terms over your teammates, you need to protect them. Or I would instantly, as the round starts, do some kind of a flash like this to protect my allies. If I'm pushing the A side, I'm gonna do something like this. Like, I'll do a smoke here, I'll do a flash there, and I'm gonna teleport here. To close the gap with the enemies, to take more map control from the enemies, clear at least this position, so that we have some chance to execute the site. Like, it's really stupid, you know, like, to die so many times in the main areas of the maps. Like, these type of pushes should be easy, theoretically, you know, like, on paper. Now, another thing is, like, actually, that's it. Like, that's what you need to do with Omen on this map. Protect your teammates in the choke points.
Oh, okay.
I think it was just under 2,000.
Get out of my way.
Yeah, like, this is unacceptable. And this aggressive play that you did here, like, listen, man, like, you should have played this a bit slower, to be honest. Like, you know, your teammate, your Raze is going underpass. Your Sage is, you know, taking a huge map control, here, and she can, you know, easily. Maybe the A set is even clear. Like, right now in this example, it's just better to play with the Raze and try to slow down the game a bit. Try to find the picks and play for the picks, because enemies are overconfident. They are definitely not gonna play disciplined, and that is when you have higher chances to actually win the rounds and to get back into the match. Like, always slow down your gameplay a bit, like, when you feel that the enemies are overconfident. It's just better. Another thing that I do, a lot of the times on the map like Fracture, if I see that the enemies are peeking this enormous amount of times, even if I'm playing Sage, Killjoy, Omen, I don't give a shit which area I'm playing, I'm gonna pick up the Operator as soon as possible to just punish this enemy. This kill here, I think even my grandma can take without any problems. Like, literally, you know, you just stand here, narrow this angle as much as possible, and your chances of dying in this type of an angle is, like, almost zero, basically. Like, you know, you need to figure out the way, how can you allow your teammates to push these choke points? Like, you cannot get stuck here and here, like, it's stupid.
Good job.
What the fuck? They won the round. Wait, I need to see this. But this is exactly what I'm talking about. You see how enemies are disrespecting you. You see how enemies are just pushing you. But when they're doing that, wait for them. Like, wait for the push. Take those easy kills. Make the numbers advantage. Everyone is living the happy life. Like, slow down the gameplay a bit. Like, we don't just need to push. Like, take some map control. See what the enemies are gonna do. Are they going to overextend? Punish them. Let's move to the next position. More methodical gameplay.
Can I go take a piss real quick?
Yeah, sure. Go.
One enemy remaining. Last player standing.
Piss time.
I didn't hit him for anything.
Yo, I need to see this chat. Like this round is sickening. How the fuck did they take kills? But you see, chat. Like they got the kills here because of this Sage flank and lurk. Because she took, like, enemies instantly over-rotated. And enemies were so hyper-aggressive and so confident. Easy kills. Like I mean, the Jet is pushing with Operator and with knives the underpass in a 1 versus 1 gunfight when they are 5 versus 2. Idiots, literally. Like just stupid. Like, what I would have done in this example is just, okay, my Sage is here. I don't need to do any aggressive plays. You look at the minimap, what your teammates are doing. Can you use your allies in some kind of a way to win that round? Like, so, like, just a lot of you guys in the chat are over-focusing on what you are doing and what your teammates are doing instead of what the enemies are doing. Like, you need to take more, notes for yourself. If you cannot keep mental notes, just open up the notepad. Write down, like a visual note for yourself. Like, for an example, open up the notepad and write down, let's say, for example, like this. Like, we open the notepad and write down, enemies have, let's say, Jet, Chamber, Chamber. What they have else? Like, they have the Sage, they have the Breach, and they have the Reyna, whatever. And write down, like, loves to be hyper aggressive. Plays A site usually. Plays B site usually. Plays B site usually. Doesn't do any meaningful utility in A main area of the map. Reyna plays B site all the time. And essentially, with these type of notes, you already can make a solid plan for yourself. You already know what the fuck you should do, Like, it's so easy, man. Okay, you there?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Good job.
Okay, I was just watching you, like, and explaining, like, what's happening in this round. Like, I recommend you to watch the stream, like, afterwards.
Hey, we come.
Oh, bless ya. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I can just pre-assume the same mistakes, like especially because now enemies have built like a huge economy. You need to flash the A main area. Like, if there is a Jet with Operator, Chamber with Operator, I'm probably going to rip my eyes apart if one of your teammates dies again.
Yeah, no, this game I got pretty tilted and gave like no fucks and was kind of just doing whatever.
And he still gets you.
Okay, this is 10 you see how this is 10 times better than what you did in all of the previous rounds. But why? Because you're playing together, like, I mean, playing together, like, it's not that your team is doing anything specific, like, but at least it is 10 times better than what you did in the previous rounds, Plus, that smoke, listen, when you're pushing the A main area of the map, you always want to do the flash for your teammates first, and then the smoke. Because flash is enough, like, but if you think that smoke is necessary, do the smoke as well, fuck it.
And he still gets you.
Okay, I love this. And listen, in these type of rounds, like, I don't know what is your usual economy, but you had a lot of money to afford something. Like, basically, like, how am I managing my economy in Valorant? Like, I'm always making sure that in the full buy rounds, I have enough money for a Vandal and Heavy Shield, or Phantom and Heavy Shield. And
Right.
all the rest of my credits, I'm affording towards the utility and towards the guns to win all of my Eco, Hull Buy, and Force Buy rounds, if that makes sense. So in this round, you see, you have around 2,600 credits left. What I would have bought in this round, especially on the map like Fracture, is a Stinger. Like, Stinger is my primary Eco, Half Buy, and anti-Eco weapon on Fracture, because it is very easy to close the gap with the enemies, and the weapon is insanity. Like, it is 10 times more consistent than any of these shits right here, and Stinger should be your primary G. And this is not something that I'm, you know, like, speaking out of nowhere. Like, all of the stuff that I'm teaching players is something that I use myself. Like, it's not that I'm, you know, like, teaching you something that I would never use myself. Like, look at my stats here. Like, top 3 weapons of mine: Vandal, Stinger, Frenzy. Like, come on, man. You know, like, literally the best weapon in the game.
No, Stinger is pretty good, actually. I've used it a decent bit. It's nice.
Definitely. Like, I would replace on all of these close range maps with close range corridors, such as I mean every map except Breeze, and let's say when you're pushing or defending the B side of Pearl. Like, I would prefer the Stinger over the Sheriff, Marshall, and Bucky. It is just much more consistent weapon and very easy to use as well.
That my Raze grenaded me?
Oh, it's fine. happens. happens. That should not tilt you. Like, that happens, and that's it. Like, but fuck it.
Yeah, true.
But this should definitely, you know, tilt you a bit. Like, here, what I'm seeing in your gameplay with Omen is that a lot of times you end up in these positions where you can die from 2 or more angles in the same time. But you never cut off the angles and make some kind of a cover for yourself with your utility and smokes. And that is something that you need to prioritize a lot more. Like, essentially, you know, right now, you need to cut off either the sand position or the tower position. Tower position would make more sense because probably your teammates are also going to follow you into the sand, you know. Just to have some position where you can maybe teleport, dodge the enemy's utility, split the enemies in a 1v1 gunfights. You get a point, you know.
Right, yeah.
And listen, whenever you're getting breach ulted, I highly recommend you to, your instant reaction should always be pulling out your shrouded steps and trying to teleport somewhere to keep yourself in a movement type of motion. Even if you teleport at some obvious location, like for example, let's say right now breach is ulting you, you get in the air, I would teleport, let's say there, for an example. Just to keep myself moving and my location a secret for the enemies, and to hide in some kind of a position.
So, another question: if you're mid teleport, would the ult not hit you?
Yes, you can actually dodge the breach ultimate with your shrouded steps with Omen, if you pick a right timing. Like, basically, when I see that ultimate is here, I'm doing my teleport and you will dodge it completely. So that is another thing that you can do, and you need to keep in mind as an Omen player.
Okay.
But obviously, you know, you need to teleport in a direction from which the ultimate is coming, so you can actually dodge the ultimate. Like,
right? Yeah, of course, yeah.
Okay.
Cover going out. Enemy A. Stealing sight.
You know what? This smoke here, I actually love it. This is exactly what I was speaking about like 2 seconds ago. Like, this maybe actually, you know, like helped your teammates and helped them survive.
Yeah,
but
they kept dying there, so I figured might as well.
But I think I would if you already want to do something in this, it's better to do the flash instead of the smoke, because you need your smokes for the execute phase site.
Right,
and this is a very, you know, narrow corridor, and just one flash is gonna do the job. You know, I would just at the start of the round do the flash. But also we have another problem on this area where this type of a peak takes 1 millisecond, and if your teammates are not waiting for your smoke, they're already dead.
They're already dead. Yeah.
How much does it cost a coaching? Go on my Discord server and check out the prices and everything, man. Like, you also get a full lifetime support from me, like, regarding any questions, anything, whichever package you buy, etc. And also, like, I feel like a sweet Anita, man, sometimes. Like, my brain fries from English and coaching.
Enemy A.
Okay, man, let's go. You see, right now, you kind of need both of your smokes to execute the A site. And
Right.
And in this round, it makes sense to be a bit more aggressive. It actually makes sense to go more into the enemy's faces because your teammates are poo-poo caca, and it's better for you to try to take some kills in some space than relying on these guys, you know, to actually win the rounds. One thing that I don't understand is why did you position a bit lower smoke? Or just an accident?
Accident.
Yeah, okay. There's no need for that type of a smoke. I mean, it's way too low. Ooh.
Spike down A.
Very, very interesting round. Like, I don't know what to make out of this.
I feel like I should have planted in that corner.
You could not have done that because they have the breach and they have a lot of utility to actually clear you from there. And also,
Yeah,
like,
that's true.
I think the enemy from the A main can actually see maybe your shoulder or something in that position when you're planting the spike. But you
okay.
definitely should not have engaged and swinged like a gorilla there, you know. Like, I would have definitely, you know, reset myself for a second, take a deep breath and you know, reassess the situation a bit more. Like, you're kind of overreacting to these situations, like when you're getting spammed, shot, etc. You're panicking a lot. Like, chill, you know, like, take a bubble gum, you know, like, eat something, drink something, and relax, like.
Right.
Definitely, like, I want to see, like, your hand cam, like, in the next 7 days. Just send me that video, and I'm gonna give you all of the mechanical tips for you.
No, I'm so upset. I had that set up, and but Twitch deleted my VODs for some reason. I don't know why.
Yeah, I like.
I wonder if it's my title.
No. I think. When did you send me the VODs? Like, was it 4 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago?
No, they were past broadcasts, but I like published them.
I don't know, man. I really don't know why that happened. Because
I think it's the title.
The first
That's the only thing I could think.
The first time I checked the VODs, like, they were there, but then you know, like, I just yesterday I checked the VODs and I'm like, what the fuck, man? Like, nothing is alive.
They got deleted. I don't know what happened.
Okay. So your team has won the round on A somehow magically. That's good.
It was weird. They won every round that should be impossible to win, and then couldn't win easy rounds. I didn't understand it.
Primary mistake is, like, that you're not even trying to navigate these guys, and then even if they don't want to, like, you should at least try, you know, like don't be like, I don't give a shit. Like, try to win the match, like, especially because, listen, in Valorant we have a problem where like, you never know on which side which team is better, defending or attacking. You know, maybe right now when you go on the defender side, enemies are gonna be absolute trash cans on the attack. Like, the amount of games that I won, you know, that seemed like unwinnable, it's actually insane. Like, you know, I started losing 3-9, and then on defender side, I win every single round in a row, simply because enemies just have no idea what to do. So you should never give up, especially not on the attacker side. Like, when you're losing on the attacker side. When you're losing on a defender side, you know, already you need to... You should worry a bit. Because Valorant is primarily the game that is being played on a proper defender side in solo queue. Like, defender side is more important, and you have more control of your rounds than on the attacker side. Because on the attacker side, you see, your teammate can die B main, A main, this, that, but on a defender side, you can always position yourself in a way where you think the enemies are gonna go. You can always fuck up the enemies with some kind of a play and support your teammates with a proper utility and a fast utility usage. But on attacker side, sometimes, you know, especially on a map like Fracture, and especially if you're splitting in this much, of course, like you cannot support everyone everywhere.
Yeah, why would you want to watch it?
Okay. The whole mistake on this like attacker side is way too much splitting, way too much solo plays, and your team should have played together. End of the story. Like every single round where you play together, you won it. Except that round where, you know, the Sage and Raze magically clutched. Oh, come on. Okay. A bit of a risky play there, but okay.
You will not kill my allies.
Listen, when you're in a numbers disadvantage, I highly recommend you to rely on these type of smokes. Like, this smoke is great. That's exactly what I want to tell you. But this play that you did here is actually not great. Like, right now...
It's because she's also there?
Yeah, exactly. Because right now, it doesn't really matter if you play on a reframe potential and if you actually play together with the Raze. You're 2 versus 4. Like, I mean, enemies have a huge numbers advantage, and right now you need to use your shrouded steps and your smokes to split the enemies in a one-way gunfight and try to somehow equalize the numbers. Like, if the Raze was not on tower, if the Raze was going for some kind of a lurk flank or she was on site, I would teleport to split, to make a bit of a gap between 2 of us. But in this position, enemies can just bombard you with utility and, you know, like, it's donezo. Ah, this is impossible, man. They see you and they hear you. And definitely, like, on a attacker side, try to use your ultimate, you know, as more as an information gathering tool to put the pressure onto the enemies. Like, at the end of the day, however you use your ultimate, unless you commit to some really stupid plays, it's fine. At least you put the pressure onto the enemies, you know, like, and when you're executing the sites, picking up the spike, doing some, waiting for the enemy's aggression, killing the enemies, and then connecting with your teammates, etc., etc. Like, that's the only way we can use the ultimate on Fracture. I really feel that sensitivity that you're using, you're not able to control it at all. Like, you are. It looks like you have a lot of how can I say this? Like a jitterings in your aim, and it feels very, very shaky. Like, if I was in your position, what I would do aim training with 2 different sensitivities, and I'm gonna explain you that topic like off stream, like when you send me the handcam, and I'm gonna give you the training that I want you to do. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay, great. By the way, chat, like, since we are already at that topic, I'm gonna explain you something really quickly, but also for everyone that is on the stream. Because I never talked about this. Using too many different sensitivities... Aha, you don't see this properly. Okay, let it stay here. Using too many different sensitivities inside of the game is stupid. Essentially, like... inside of the game, you really want to try to find a sense that works the best for you and try to stick to it as much as possible. Like, changing sensitivity every 2 months, 3 months, it's fine, you know, to fine-tune it a bit, like to essentially, like, try to, you know, maybe it's even a placebo effect for you, just to change something in your gameplay. And then if you feel that your aim is way too lazy, like, or way too... there's a lot of jitterings happening around, like, just, you know, lower or higher up your sensitivity, it's okay. But you should definitely try to stick to one sense, or approximately some range of sensitivity that you want to use, because inside of the game, the muscle memory kinda exists. Like, it doesn't exist in terms of, you're not always gonna do the same flicks, same stuff, but you're gonna clear the same angles, you're gonna position your crosshair in the same position, hold the same angles, and there is somewhat of a muscle memory there. But using different sensitivities inside of aim trainers is actually good. So essentially, like, when you're using different sensitivities inside of aim trainers, you can practice different types of mouse control and different problems that you have. And that is what we're gonna try to do, like off the stream, like we're gonna figure out some routine for you and something that I want you to follow.
Yeah, another thing, I think why it's so shaky is partially because I haven't went to bed and it's 9 a.m.
Oh, okay.
I've been using the same sense for 9 years, so I don't know.
No.
Maybe that's not it.
No. I would not change your sensitivity in game. It's not the in-game sensitivity that's fucking you up. Like I just need to give you a proper training, like to polish like different aspects of your aim, if that makes sense.
I see. Yeah, I get that.
And that's why I need like also your hand cam, like which we kind of lost
Right,
in the process.
Dude, this I don't get why I deleted that. It's so annoying.
Okay, listen. On a defender side of Fracture, based on data and statistical research of Charlatan Corporation, like the absolutely best strategy to do is to be aggressive towards the dish area of the map in the way that I've explained you in the videos. Like pushing with two of your teammates the dish and trying with one of your teammates the dish and trying to pressure the enemies from here all the way here. Especially when your teammates are poo-poo caca. Essentially, like you cannot risk your teammates dying here, and here. And we need to make some kind of a pressure in the first round. Plus, this pressure is very unexpected in majority of the lobbies that you play in Valorant. So, what is the best first round on a defender side of Fracture? You and one of your teammates are here. One teammate is on A, two teammates are on B. Those three guys can do whatever the fuck they want, as long as they are not over-aggressing and over-peeking the angles. At the start of the round, you do this type of a one-way smoke to delay or stop the enemy's push through A main. Then, I buy the frenzy, 2 shrouded steps, 2 smokes. I peek this angle, and I take the full dish control. If the enemies are pushing A, I just make sure to quickly clear this position, and I'm already back, doing some kind of a one-way smoke to stop the enemy's advance, and basically, you know, I'm already controlling the A site, I know the enemies are not dish, end of the story. If the enemies are dish, and you get in a gunfight, regardless of the outcome of the gunfight, regardless if you kill the enemy, or, you know, you don't kill the enemy, just pull yourself back on the site and play some kind of a default position. If you don't see the enemies on A, you don't hear them, I mean, your teammate on the A site is not hearing them, you don't see the enemies here, just aggress the enemies and instantly go for the flank and lurk. And try to connect with your teammates on B. If the enemies are still not on B, then just rotate fast to A, end of the story. That is the first round strategy on Fracture, and that is statistically the best way to play the Fracture in the first round. I love that you're trying to use some classic pistol shorty strategy, but, you know, this is way too risky in this position. You know, you can get flashed, you can get stunned, in so many different ways you can get fucked up here. Like, this position is great, like, in eco rounds and hell by rounds, when you just want to trade yourself for, like, 2-3 kills and play as a kamikaze, essentially. But here, you know, the best thing you can do is just kill maybe one enemy and probably you're just gonna die.
Okay.
And how do you... What happened here with your... Wait, what happened with your economy here? We have a shorty, light shield, 2 smokes, 1 shrouded step. What happened? Look at this, man.
Oh yeah, no, it glitched out and didn't give it to me.
Ah, okay. Because you don't have this utility, you know, that you bought.
Yeah, no, it like bugged out and just took my credits.
Okay. This is the first time I see this. Like, I was like, what the fuck, man? The guy bought the utility, you know? Valorant. Scamming people.
Yeah, they stole my hard-earned money.
This is exactly like why I do this type of a strategy. Like, because if the enemies... they're just not gonna expect this fast of an aggression and a flank right now. So even if those 2 teammates die here, there is no way that enemies are gonna expect that fast 2 of you guys here to fuck them up onto the tower, onto the site. But now the enemies are definitely gonna be ready, you know, for a shenanigans,
for
like in a city.
In there.
Exactly. This is something that you need to do, not bad. This guy is flanking you through Canteen, no?
Last player standing.
I mean, let's be honest, you should have expected someone playing in that smoke. Like, you were stunned for so long, like, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought I heard somebody, like, running up to go through it or something. I don't know.
It's Sofsky, welcome to the stream, bro.
So I looked over there and then realized I can't see anything because I'm in my smoke anyways.
I don't know, like usually when I'm, you know, I really make sure to clear my smoke first before getting out of them, you know?
That was really dumb of me, I agree. Oh.
Okay, it's fine in this round that you're playing B because we really have no information, like, what the enemies are gonna do. They won the round on B, so we need to gamble, like, whatever. Do you know what is the best play on this position? Essentially, like, the best play on that angle, especially when you're playing eco and hull by rounds, like when you have a classic, shorty, frenzy, stinger, spectre, judge, all of these close range weapons, is to use your smoke as a one-way here and to cover up yourself. And essentially, like, you're trying to pick a right moment to actually get out of the smoke behind the enemies and try to surprise them and kill them. Because, and also what you can do, like, you can use this position as well to, you know, fuck up the enemies that are getting into the site. And they're never going to expect you on this location.
Naughty chamber. One coming main as well.
Okay. Eco round, hull by round. Judge. Okie dokie.
Shadows traveling.
Enemy spotted A.
Blinding.
He's main woman.
The guys in the CT.
Spike down.
Nah, the breach is using a vacuum on the attacker side. Like this is some kind of a joke, man. Literally, like, and we're losing against this dude. Okay, essentially in this round, like, there is absolutely no way to know like what the enemies are gonna do, like whether they're gonna go A or B. So everything that you did in this round, once again, it's completely fine. The only thing that I would pay more attention on is helping my teammates, as we already see that the enemies are going out and aggressing them. This flash needs to be faster. Like, I'm always first prioritizing on helping my teammates with utility, making sure that they live a happy life and they are able to kill the enemies without any problems, and dealing the enemy's push before anything else. So here, even if I'm playing this position with a judge, I will still do the flash for my allies from here to here. I will still give them the smoke as you did. That was a good job. And that's it. Like, and if you already don't hear any footsteps inside of the A main area of the map, I mean, I would instantly just go to take these gunfights. Because it's stupid to waste so much time here while both of these guys can die in a horrible way.
Right.
Always prioritize the gunfights that your teammates are taking. Like, if you're already close to these gunfights.
Down A. One enemy remaining.
A bit unnecessary, but, you know, good kill.
He was dropped.
Ooh, if you teleported there, that would be insane. Okay, not bad. Good. This was a solid round. Now, in this round, there is a way to know what the enemies are gonna do, and there is a way, like, how you should position yourself. Listen here closely. So, one of the most common patterns that players abuse in solo queue when it comes to pushing is the following. So, patterns in solo queue. The number one pattern is the so-called AB pattern of pushing. Essentially, like, players are trying to push every single time a different area of the map, thinking that they are unpredictable. But in reality, they're not unpredictable, they're retarded. And it's very easy to, you know, actually read that and position yourself good. The second rule when it comes to your positioning on defender side that you can use in the first like 4 to 5 rounds of every match on defender side is the rule of fear. Essentially, players are usually afraid to push the site on which they didn't have success in the previous round. So based on these two rules right now, the highest chances are, simply because Valorant is a gambling game, that enemies will go B. Now, I don't know this for a fact. I don't know what's gonna happen. But I would definitely position myself on the B side because that is the only information that I have. And I will play on that only information. And anyways, when you're playing Omen on Fracture, one of your primary focuses should always be doing this smoke at the start of the round. Like, A main control is very important on Fracture. Because when you have A main control, you kind of control the whole A site. Like, it's very hard to execute the A site only through drop. So, I highly recommend you, even if you're playing A side, B side, C side, garage, whatever the fuck you're playing, like you're playing on Haven, still do the A main smoke on Fracture.
Get out of my way.
As I said, like, you know, all of this is based on numbers, based on using the brain. Like, I'm not a wizard, not yet. And I need you to start positioning yourself better. Also, listen, like, if you're playing Judge against the enemies that are full buy, and you have money to afford the Sheriff, buy the Sheriff as well. Because why not? Like, to be able to play both long range, medium range, and close range gunfights. Is there a VOD of coaching a chamber? Not yet. Not yet. I didn't... just a second, what happened here? I don't know if this is a repetitive thing for you on a defender side, but wherever you see that the enemies are pushing your teammates, instantly give them the smokes. That is the whole power of Omen. Like right now, I would instantly give my teammates a one-way smoke in the B main area of the map there. Like, basically, that's why sometimes I prioritize playing Omen over the Brimstone, especially in the lower ranks, because I can support my teammates wherever the fuck I am at that moment of time, because of the range of the smokes and the distance. Like, do this one-way smoke, or do the regular smoke, like, whatever you want to do, you know. Like, there's enormous amount of one-way smokes that you can abuse on this map, like, which players kind of don't know about. Like, you know, here inside of the wall, every smoke sticks, literally. Like, here, every smoke sticks. As long as the arrow is red and it's inside of the wall. Then this one-way smoke, very powerful. Like, this smoke here as well. In B main area, we have that smoke, etc, etc. Like, those smokes are your main power as a Omen on a defender side on any map. To protect your teammates from this death.
Okay.
And when do you use, like, regular smokes? You use the regular smokes when your teammates are playing eco and hull by rounds. Like, because regular smokes allow you to close the gap with the enemies, you know? Like, that is when I'm gonna smoke in a bit different way. Like, I'm not gonna do the one way if my teammates have the Stingers, Buckies, and Judges on the site.
Alright.
Last player standing.
52 breach, 55 sage.
Spike planted.
Immediately on tower. Not the teleport, man. Here, like, tell me what you should do right now. We have two options. First option is to pick up the gun from the chamber and play with that gun long-range gunfights and pick the enemies one by one. But since you already decided to stay with the Judge, what do we need to do?
My guess would... I'm pretty sure what I'm about to say, I think, is what I did. Pretty sure I put a smoke down and tried to teleport into it.
Actually, I would not do the smokes to teleport inside of the smoke. I would do some kind of a smoke pattern that allows me to actually, you know, surprise the enemies. Because teleporting inside of the smoke is way too predictable right now. Since you have the Judge, you know, and enemies saw that you have a Judge. So number one thing that in this example you need to do is you need to jump spot the enemies. Enemies already know your location, so it doesn't matter if they see you or not, but you don't know where the fuck enemies are. So I would instantly do this and do this to see where the enemies are. And then based on where the spike is and the enemies are, I will create some kind of a smoke setup that actually allows me to close the gap with the enemies. If you see that both enemies are there and there, I would smoke this, teleport there, and then, you know, go into the face of the enemies and try to close the gap with them with my smokes and utility. But right now, you know, we need to jump spot them and actually see, like, where they are and how we can actually use our utility to close the gap with them. doing this utility blindly right now doesn't give you anything valuable, because you're in a 2 versus 1 situation. Like, they can easily, you know, fuck you up through these smokes and actually like outmaneuver you if they have any ounce of brain, basically. So first you had to take information like before going for this type of plays. When your location is not important at that moment of time, not location, like when keeping your location a secret is not important, because they already know you're on tower, basically. Okay, now we know everything. I mean, I understand you love to use the judge, but still, you know, like, use the Vandal Phantom Operator when you have money for that. Like, I love how much you're trying to use a judge, but just right now, you know, match is going to shit. It's maybe better to use some one-way smokes and fuck up the enemies with regular guns. And delay their pushes.
You want to play? Let's play.
And you see how enemies are complying to that rule of fear. Like, as long as they have the confidence to push the site, they are pushing that bomb site. And that is also how I position myself usually during the solo queue. Like, if the enemies have a huge success pushing some site, or they had a huge success in the previous round, that is probably the site that I'm gonna play at that moment of time. Especially if that site is your default site on that map. Like on Fracture, I explained in the videos that your quote-unquote default site is the B site. Now, I just need to explain that one once more, like, for the stream. I explained this 2 days ago, but I need to do it again. Default bomb site is basically the site that is easier for the post plant and harder for the retake. And just because of overall map design on B, how open the site is and how many different spots enemies can take to play and how much they can fuck you up, B site is much harder for the retake than the A site. And that's why we also push the B side in the first round on attacker side.
He's under.
And once again, if you already have this amount of credits, like, just buy the sheriff with a judge.
Okay.
Plan B.
Spike planted. 1 enemy remaining.
Captain Raimundo.
Good shot, my boy.
Okay. The only thing, once again, like in this round, is use your utility to support your teammates on the opposite part of the map. They need your smokes.
Right.
Raimundo gonna be my new nickname. Man, the guy is a captain. Leave him alone. And now against, you know, a bit of that rule of fear and shit. But also we have another problem here. On Fracture, whenever you see that your teammates are doing some kind of an aggressive play, immediately abandon everything that you're doing and try to support those teammates. Because aggressive plays are actually good to be done on Fracture. But they need to be done in a specific way. They need to be done at a specific moment of time. And, you know, like, just... You need to put a lot of different components, to do them properly. But if your teammates are already decide, fuck it, I'm running this down through the arcade, like your Sage did, I'm instantly following that Sage. Like, no matter what. Because even if the enemies are not here, that gives you a huge amount of information where the enemies are, and, you know, you take a huge map control. And anyways, as I said, like, at the start of the round, you should be doing a one-way on A main. You have a one-way for the B main as well to support, like, the raise, so, you know, you can support your teammates on the sites whenever you want on Fracture.
Right. Okay.
So here I'm dropping down, I'm running with that Sage, like, I need to protect that butthole.
Protect what?
her butthole. You definitely need to implement more of the one-way smokes in your gameplay. Like, you're really missing that part of Omen, and I highly recommend you, like, to use them as much as possible. Especially in these type of scenarios, like when enemies have a gap closing characters, such as Raze, Jet, it is even more beneficial to use a one-way smokes, you know, like, so that you can focus on this jet before these guys even have the balls to pick the one-way. Or maybe you don't even need to focus on the jet. You just kill these guys that are, you know, under the one-way. Easy fights, easy kills, drop down, and that's it. You play this position good, solidly. Just the smoke was missing, especially because you're alone on the site right now. Your raise overpeaked, and, you know, like, we cannot do anything about it, but we can protect our asses, you know, at least, to not get fucked. Okay. Interesting match, like, a lot of small mistakes here and there that you can fix. Are you ready for one game of backseat coaching?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Share me your screen. Let's go.
Alright.
And after the session today, you know, like in the next, I don't know, let's say 7 days, try to give me the handcam video.
Okay.
To give you some recommendation, dear. Your face! Oh my god! You also have a face. What? What? I'm the only guy that has the face?
Whatever. Are you able to see my screen?
Just a moment, I'm trolling my chat. I do see your screen. Stop sharing. Yeah, I see it, man. We're all good. Time for a solo queue shenanigans. By the way, guys, if you want to get coached as well, go on my Discord server. I'm sorry, guys, but some of the stuff I'm not gonna share on stream, like, you know, some of the stuff is kept off stream. Ascent, great. Average Joe Biden. Now, man, I'm done, man. Like with these players.
Average Joe Biden.
Bozo, average Joe Biden, and why so serious? My dream team, literally. My dream team, like, better than playing with Horcus, man. Fuck the Horcus. I want Biden and Trump in my team. I'm just kidding. Horcus is my dude, man. Like, Horcus is the best guy ever.
It's good that I got this map. That is my worst map.
Oh, it's you, Daiki. Man, I didn't... You change your name way too often. Don't worry, man. Don't worry. Like, I read your messages from yesterday. Like, you need to chill a bit. You progressed quite well, man. Like, from our coaching, you already got to what? Diamond Ascendant level. You can play against immortal players. Bro, you were, like, 6 months ago, you were Heartstock Silver, bro. Like, be a bit lighter on yourself. You're still young. You have a lot of room to improve. Like, don't be so harsh on yourself. Like, I love that you want to improve. I love that you want to get better, but chill a bit, you know. Chill. And the agents are not the thing that is fucking you up. Like, don't change agents so much. I see that you're always blaming the agents. Like, some games are just unwinnable. Some games are, you know, like, lucky, unlucky. Like, you improved already quite good. Like, you know, going from silver to Diamond Ascendant. I told you that Diamond Ascendant is going to be a bit harder for you. That on these lobbies, you need to think a bit more and adapt yourself a bit more. Essentially, like... Ooh, just... Sorry. Okay, the first one, we go away. Smoke... Yeah. Smoke for short. Okay.
I did.
Cutting through. Right here.
One enemy remaining.
Reloading.
Play passive. Fuck the guy. Play on the contact of chamber. Peek. Okay, good. Good, good. No need for any peeks. Like you should have played underside. Yeah, I know. You need to boost me.
I need to turn these guys the
Yeah,
fuck.
I know. I don't hear them. I don't hear them. So listen. In that first round, what you wanted to do, your smoke on short is terrible. It cannot be towards you, man. It needs to be towards the enemies, towards the short area of the map.
So like, hold on.
On
what you mean is it needs to be like in here.
Yeah, on the choke point. Yeah, that's a good smoke.
Okay.
That's always the short smoke. By the stinger. Never mind.
Oh.
Never mind. Never mind. Right side, right side, right side. Bro, you literally saw where the Reyna died from. Listen. When you're going B. Yeah, you'll have to turn that down a bit.
One less. Planted. Deploying drone. Enemy mark.
When you're going B, also, you want to pull that smoke a bit more towards the market. The best smoke for the market is actually like the one-way smoke on top of the market you can actually do. Try to do that one.
Okay.
As a default smoke. We fucked up this round completely. Never mind. Like, just one round. It's okay. We win 6 rounds on the attack. We win the match.
Chamber's going off. 8-0.
He got very lucky that you have no map awareness.
I feel the love, man. I feel it.
I'm just kidding, man. Let's go. Chamber has the operator room.
Oh wait, my team isn't buying.
Go away, go away, go away, go away, go away. Tell them to go away fast.
Let's go away fast.
Yeah, flash the A-main area.
Oh, nobody has
No,
bomb.
okay, pick up the spike, pick up the spike.
Oh my lord.
Yoru is dead.
You want to play? Let's play. Scanning ahead.
Smoke, go away, definitely. Smoke short. Flash the enemies in the generator. Good job, good job, good job.
Oh.
Okay. Just a better shooting mechanics with a stinger. Good trigger discipline there. Not bad. Listen, like you need to pay more attention on these smokes. Like what the fuck are these smokes? Precision is more important than speed. Like when I tell you to push A, you don't need to push it instantly in the first like 10 seconds. You know, like focus on these smokes being more precise. Like they're really fucking you up like, right now. You know, it's much better to be precise with the smokes than to be fast with them. Speed will come over time as you're like progressing as a player, as you're learning, as you're practicing, etc. But precision is something that we cannot do this, man. Right? Okay. No, I wanted you to write this guy in chat that Omen is low because you could have killed him with a classic. Oh, he's dead here. Chamber has better operator. Enemy chamber. Ah, okay. Who is paying you, Chamber? Smurfing a bit. Okay. I see. Okay, Chamber this round is definitely gonna go B. 100%, but fuck it. Like, let's fuck him up. Let's go B with our team. Do the flash in the B main area. And,
so like, out here?
Right. More right. Go back. Go right. No. Do... Yeah, like that. Do it like that. Fuck it. Go forward. Smokes. Do the regular one if you cannot find it. Yoru sees the Reyna stuck in the cubby. Go towards the site. Drop on the site. Play with the Reyna. Reyna is so far up in the S. Okay, never mind. She's not going for it. Good job. Fall back, fuck it. Chamber is CT probably. CT or flank, there's no other way. Good smoke. Fuck the Reyna in the ass. She's not important. Go towards B main, we're gonna save the weapon. Go towards B main. Yeah. We don't wanna die here. Watch out CTs, chamber can be there. Okay, let's go. Okay, good. Good round. Okay. Which rank is this guy? My dude is Radiant. What the fuck are you talking about? Okay, my man. Go A this round. Go A definitely. Tell them to push A fast. Listen, smoke the top of the generator. Smoke the top of the generator. And smoke the short area.
What the fuck? My game is in like 60 hertz right now. What the fuck? Oh, there we go. That was weird. On top of the gen?
Yeah, on top of the gen. Short and teleport on top of the gen. Go, Power Rangers. Drop the spike.
Oh, fuck.
Spike down A. Last player standing.
I potatoed.
Okay, listen. You need to chill a bit with, you know, like with your executes. Like, just take your time to do everything. Like, you don't need to rush anything. Like, the whole point is to surprise the enemies. Yes, like, speed is important a bit, but it's not that important. Like, I need you to focus more on your precision. So, like, be methodical about it. Like, do the smoke on top of the gen. Do the smoke for the short area of the map. Smarping the top of the gen, so you know where you want to teleport, so you can place your crosshair a bit better. Flash the enemies in the generator. Teleport on top of the generator. I mean, it sounds complicated, but it's fucking simple, like, let's be honest.
$30 seconds left.
I need to reset the stream. Just a second, guys. How do I stop watching this? Like, something happened. The guy is like Platinum 2 rank. Platinum 2 rank. Little bro has 1 million of the DPL. Okay. Okay, 2-2. Not 2-3, no problem. Okay. We see that chamber is really stuck on A. They really have nothing to defend the B side. Let's try to pressure the B.
Chamber keeps going A. Let's go B.
Thrifty.
Flash them in the B main area of the map. Do the default smokes and see how it works out.
Stop fighting. You must keep
All right.
going, even if you're the only one.
Okay. Okay.
You're mine right now. I'm watching you.
Enemy mid.
That's really not pushing B, right?
Oh, fuck.
Last player standing.
Okay. Okay. Listen, whenever your teammates decide randomly to push mid, you need to give them one smoke, either for short or bottom mid.
Okay.
If they already don't want to listen to you. B side executed. Flash B main. You need to flash B main, always. Go. Default smokes. Okay, not bad, not bad. It's okay.
Spike down B.
It's okay. I don't know what the fuck your teammates are doing. Like tell them, write them in the chat, guys. You know, can you listen to my calls, and that's it.
Down.
Like, how do we die from the chamber this many times? Do you like Joe Biden?
Player standing.
They're both there, I think. Chamber should go B. I mean, Euro should go B.
Time to jump.
Oh, zip tie! I knew it. They're both there. Like Omen is usually a player, and then.
Circle better watch their backs.
Okay. Buy. I mean, even if your teammates don't have money to buy, if you have money to buy and still like, you know, like afford the weapons for the next round, buy.
This Reyna is currently talking shit to me.
Literally, like, there's no shit talking. Like, nobody make mistakes. It's just that we are over picking that chamber. Okay, let's adapt to our teammates. Go away with the Reyna. Support the Reyna.
Oh shit! Yeah, I didn't realize that. Oops.
Smoke. Short.
Cover going out.
Oh, they're already.
Cover going out.
Oh fuck!
Player standing. Spike down. Attacker spawn.
Yeah, how did the Sova not see her?
She passed the Sova like with the satchels, I think.
Flawless.
Or Sova was maybe smoked. Okay. Your teammates don't want to listen, no problem. Let's contest that chamber in mid. Listen. Go on top mid. Buy the Vandal.
Wait, did you say don't buy the Vandal?
No, buy the Vandal. It's all good. Now, listen. Do the smoke that is a bit lower in mid. No. Do the smoke for the mid. Mid smoke. And put it a bit lower. That triangle a bit lower. Yeah, like, no, a bit higher. Like that. Do it now. Teleport on top of the box on the left. Peek the mid. Flash. Good job. That's exactly what I wanted to do.
Yeah, that's good.
They aren't impervious. We can do this.
Good job, man. That was not the plan, but it worked out. Basically, you want to do the smoke in mid there that is a bit lower, that leaves the gap for the market. And then when you teleport on top of that box, you can actually see the chamber that is rotating or peeking with the operator, and you can kill him through that gap.
Right.
Try not to die.
It was just lucky that Ray's there, like... Well,
You want to play? Let's
Good.
play.
Still in sight.
Shadows traveling.
Face your fear.
Oh shit.
Okay. What?
Wait, what?
Spike
Okay.
standing.
That Omen did a good play, man. He teleported
Yeah.
with a blind.
He-
That was good.
He bamboozled us, man.
Exactly. Listen, like, what you wanna do is blind the B main and do the smokes as you're moving in the B main. You know, like, and the first smoke needs to be for the market, and the second is for the CT, because the market is the first angle that your teammates are peeking.
That makes sense. Yeah. Okay.
Always, like, we have the prioritization of the smokes, you know. That's good. That's
Right.
good.
Yeah.
Let's punish them on mid. Like, I don't know. Like, try to do that strategy again. Like, they're repeating it. Like, no. Do the shit again. You have the ultimate. You can help your teammates on B. Drop the spike. Go top mid. Fuck your teammates. I don't give a shit what they are doing. Give them the smoke for short and teleport on top of the box and kill the chamber on mid. Short. That's not short, that's CD. Short.
I don't know where it is.
Mid short.
Oh shit. What I already did. My bad. Oh, she expected it.
Let's focus, man.
That was probably very painful for you to watch. Oh.
No, it was very enjoyable. You know, like Raze is consistently
Spike down mid.
pushing you through short. Chamber is peeking the bottom mid consistently. Do the smoke on short, teleport on top of the green box, and fuck them both. End of the story. Peek from the green box the bottom mid, wait for the Raze to push the smoke. Raze is gonna peek the smoke 100%. 100%.
So,
no need for that smoke. Like, just short smoke. A bit deeper. Like that, yeah. Like, you can... More to the left. More to the left. Left, that's right. There, yeah. Go to the top mid, please. Like, you're in this... You're sitting in the T-spawn right now.
holy shit. My team hates me.
I hate them. Peek the bottom. You see? Go for it. Back. Never mind, you're better. You're better. Go away. Smoke short. Smoke tower. Jump spot the Reyna.
Wait, what?
Jump spot the Reyna from A main. She's on the side somewhere.
There's?
Jump spot. That's using the flash.
Jump spot. Oh yeah. Alright, fuck it. We're going.
Spike planted.
She dropped. Okay. Okay.
Switching sides.
These new friends of ours are not too friendly.
Okay, let's go on A side. On A. We're playing a classic pistol shorty. You know, close to the A main area of the map. I played to the close to the A main area of the map. You can pick up this. Go to A main. Go to close to the A main. Yeah, there. Left. On that right side of the A main. Right side of the A main. There. And when the enemies start pushing you, do the smoke on yourself and try to kill them.
Scanning ahead.
Smoke.
Reloading. Multiple enemies A. Reloading.
Okay, we lost ourselves a bit there. Not bad. Very good. Good job.
Reloading.
I'm gonna explain you this a bit better.
Out of charges. Shot start.
He did a reverse smoke. Basically, like, but it's okay. This is why I don't like doing backseat coaching so much, because, you know, pressure can get you, like. And I want you to be under pressure. Like, I want you to, you know, perform, man. Perform. His teammates are really dumb. Like, literally, they're not playing together. She's talking.
30 seconds left.
Good job, Yaru. Tell him good job. Tell him you're the best man.
One bullet per enemy. That should be enough, yes?
Whatever you feel more comfortable with, like heavy shield, stinger, or judge. It's up to you. Yeah, maybe today is the judge gameplay. Huh?
Would it be a bad idea to do that again? Probably, right?
Yeah, I will not do that. Anyways, I don't think enemies will go A. Yeah, it's mid LP. Listen, close the door.
Enemy
One enemy
Close the doors,
remaining.
close the doors. He's probably
One
A-main,
house.
A-main, 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 A-main. He's A-main, he's A-main, he is A-main. Maybe, I don't know. But that is the only logical thing. Let's use our brain. Let's use our brain. Let's go. We win this match, easy.
I don't care if there are 5 of them or 50 of them. Let's go.
Makes me wet, bro. Makes me wet every time. Buy the sheriff. Why not? Like, we have the money. In this round, I have no idea what they're gonna do, but focus more towards the short area. Do the one way on short.
Cover going out.
Is that what you meant?
It's okay.
Oh, you meant this, huh?
Yes. Do that, do that, do that, do that. Close the doors, close the doors, close the doors and go short. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Close the doors. Stay on short, stay on short. Don't make a step. Take a judge.
Blinding. Shadows traveling.
Last player standing.
That's right, that's right, that's right. I'll explain you this.
Their lives are so meaningless. Might as well give them.
Light Shield Vandal, man. It's better. Fuck the...
Wait, what?
Light Shield Vandal. We have money. You can keep the short control with the one way up there, like on the doorway, yeah. Not instantly, but when you hear the enemies pushing a bit lower, man. That is a 0-way smoke. And that's the one way.
Scanning ahead.
Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it.
Going out.
Do the B-main smoke. Do the B-main smoke.
My ult is ready.
B-main. B-main.
Cover going out.
Begins.
I am the hunter.
Close the doors and focus on short.
Take flight.
That's it. It's okay. We solved the A side. No problem.
Shot done. Revealing area.
One enemy.
Good job. One more
remaining.
there. One more there. No. No. B-main. Is B-main? No. He can be on A. Watch out. He can maybe be on... No, he's middle. Okay. I don't know what happened there. Like I didn't see. But good job. Good job. That's the play. Basically, when you close the doors and when you move slowly, like move with a shift. Like don't make it a footsteps. You make the enemies think that you know that you're stuck on A and that you're not defending the short. Like that is the mindset they have. That's the whole type strategy around that play.
Okay.
Do the one way on top of the A main. Deeper for your teammates. You know, on the wall.
Right there?
Okay,
You want
we
to
can do that.
play? Let's play.
Shadows traveling.
Oh, fuck.
Actually, that's not good. That's good, actually. If Reyna stay there, like, I don't think they would expect her there.
He's so pissed. He's like, why would you smoke me?
Go help Sova. Go help Sova. Flash enemy
fuck.
scene, aiming.
Shadows traveling. Stealing sight.
To jump. out.
30 seconds left.
Do the regular smoke. Regular.
Oh, my bad.
It's okay. They're gonna be.
One enemy
Chamber can be short. Watch out. Close the doors. Focus on
10
short.
seconds left.
It's okay. It's okay. 7-10. We can win this. Easy win.
Okay, but I will also no thanks.
Play B-side this round. Play B-side. We have the ultimate. We can rotate to A easily. Play on top of the CT. On that boxes on the right there. You see? Yeah, there. Play there. Prepare a one-way smoke for the B-man, and I'm gonna tell you when to deploy it. A bit more to the right. And that's gonna stick it. Wait, just wait. I'm not gonna do it immediately. Now.
My ult's ready.
Rotate. Yeah, stay. Your teammates are all rotating.
Enemy spotted me. I'll handle this. I'll wait with you.
Go kill the Omen with your... Reyna is short, Omen is mid.
One enemy remaining.
Reyna is short. Reyna can be already there. Reyna can be there on the right side, you see? Okay, good job. Nice one. Just, you know, as your teammates are having fun and they're doing a good job, it's okay. Like, we don't need to rotate that fast. There are a few better things that you could have done. I'll explain you later. Play B again. They have the raised ultimate. They have the Omen ultimate. Like this. Smells like B. A bit more to the left with that smoke. Okay. Do it immediately. Do it.
Cover going out.
Omen is maybe gonna teleport in the smoke. Flash enemies in Amen. Good job. Play retake. They can already be in my cat, watch out. Take more map control, more map control. Wait for your teammates. They're all on site.
Spike planted. Face your fear!
Omen can be in the smoke. Omen is in the smoke with a stinger.
No charges.
Okay, then close to the smoke.
Last player standing.
Nice try, good job. Nice try. It's okay.
I will take back what is mine.
What the fuck?
The guy is a Chuck Norris, man. Like, what the hell?
Yo.
The fastest cowboy in the town. I'm from Alabama, Texas, baby. Yeah. That's a bit racist towards the Texas people. Like, it's okay. It's okay. Go play it. Go play it this round. Okay, go B. Go back B. Go B. Do the smoke on B main.
Cover going out.
Omen can be on site.
Stay in sight.
I kinda told you that Omen can be on site, but it's okay.
One enemy remaining.
Okay, B main.
Enemy spotted.
Judge time!
Player
Judge!
standing.
Oh no, no judge. No, Reyna. No! It's okay, man. Chill, relax a bit. It's not your last game of Valorant. But sell the paranoia. Buy the judge.
I need this.
Always prioritize your guns and shields over the utility.
Okay.
Always.
Oh, wait, I have idea.
Who will I spot first? They are
Show me.
dead.
Cover going out.
No, fuck.
Reload.
Reloading.
The hunt begins.
Traveling.
Spike down mid.
Watch out.
It's
Enemies
spikes
can,
down there.
enemies can already be there. Stay there. They're gonna push you here 100%. Can be tower as well. Valorant timing.
One enemy remaining.
Valorant timing, bro. Valorant timing. Okay.
Pick aim, Zenfire. Let's not complicate it.
Is this stage? Nah, man. I just know the game. You wanna use that strategy?
Claw through them.
Okay,
Yeah.
you can because they have no recon agents, except the Fade.
Cover going out.
You can watch the short from there. It's okay. Use the ultimate on B. Rotate to B immediately. We're not risking this.
Watch them run.
Cancel it.
Oh.
Good. Stay on A. Stay.
Shadows traveling.
One enemy remaining. Ace.
Okay, good. Essentially, like, you know, your ultimate just puts a lot of pressure, and if you did the ultimate, that means that you all rotated to B, and you know, it's enemies are under huge pressure to push the B side because of that ultimate. Like
Right.
they are probably gonna rotate. Like they were ready to rotate actually there. Like the Raze was getting ready to take short control. No. Go on the rafters. Play behind the rafters. Actually, play there. Like, let's do the one way here. Let's see. Good smoke. Drop down.
Fuck.
Flash. How the fuck is he taking those kills, guys? How the fuck is he taking those kills, man? Like, it's impossible, man. Literally.
Face your fear.
Come on, man.
Spike planted.
Good job, man. Nice kills there. What the fuck is this guy? Oh no, he's taking a kill, you know.
This game's not real.
The symphony of death.
Are you doing the Stinger only grind today? No, I'm starting it next Monday. Next Monday, we're ready, baby. You want operator?
Yeah.
Yo, Kempachi, thank you a lot for the tier 2 sub, baby. Love you, man. No homo. Buy the shorty.
That's not a bad idea.
That's a great idea.
Fire in the hole!
Okay, smoke B, smoke B, smoke B. Rotate immediate. Smoke B, rotate. Smoke B, rotate.
Cover going out.
Last player standing. Spike planted.
Okay. Okay. Great.
Attackers win.
Okay, let's discuss a few points here. Let's give you a few points here. You can stop sharing the screen, my friend. Not bad. It was a very interesting game, so to say. The story goes like this.
Okay, okay.
That was one of the most interesting games I've ever watched in my life.
Yeah, I'm pretty brain dead.
Better than Paralympic games of game changers. Okay, let's go. Best game ever, literally. Like, I actually want to play Valorant now. Okay, so listen. First round. Classic, 2 smokes, 2 shrouded steps, light shield, or Frenzy, 2 smokes, 2 shrouded steps. If you're pushing the A site, you need to do aggressive play in the first round. And you cannot just teleport once again in the middle of nowhere. Like, we're doing the smoke here, smart pinging this location, so that I'm not missing the smoke. And look how smooth this looks like. Like, what is the problem to do this? Like, just go in a custom server, practice this like 2 times, 3rd time you're already doing it perfectly. Smokes cannot look like this and like this. Like, pay attention on the proper smoke usage. Smokes should always be placed, default smokes, towards the enemies, so you're not giving them so many gaps from which they can fuck you up. So this smoke is bad. This smoke is good, like maybe if you have like a low buy and you want to do this type of a play, to teleport here and then pick the enemies with this type of a flash. Like, that is a good execute. But the proper default smoke is always towards the enemies. This is a good smoke for short. This is a good smoke for the CT. And this is the absolutely best smoke that you need to practice for the market. Essentially a full one-way smoke that covers this area completely. And if the enemies peek you through this smoke, they're absolutely effing dead. Now, next topic. What I wanted you to do on mid is the following. So, Raze is aggressive 24/7. Chamber is peeking there. We need to protect our teammates from one angle and take the control of one of these angles. Essentially, when I wanted you to do this smoke, I just wanted you to teleport here, peek the enemy chamber, kill him before he even peeks your teammates. From this position, kill the Raze that is definitely gonna over-aggress your teammates, and it's so easy. Like they're, when the enemies are so aggressive, they're doing the same shit 24/7, and it's working, and it's stupid that it's working. Now, with a smoke that I wanted you to do here, lower smoke, like this, you see here, and what this smoke creates is this little gap here. For the enemies, it looks like a regular smoke for mid, but when you play this position, you actually see the enemies in the market, and they are never going to expect you on this location. Enemy's head, especially enemy's head of the chamber, is done. It's out. GG's. Now, on the attacker side, a lot of shenanigans, and when your teammates are dying in the main areas of the maps, this flash, then we are instantly doing the smoke, but in the same time as you're doing the smokes, you are moving yourself. Move your ass so that you're closer to your teammates to support them. You see, where am I when I do my last smoke? I'm already here. Do you know where you are when you do your last smoke? Maybe in T-spawn, literally. Like, you're not doing shit. Now, whenever one or more of your teammates are contesting mid, and they're consistently dying on mid, always give them one smoke. No matter what is the strategy. I don't give a shit if you're pushing A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Like, you need to protect them either from short or from the bottom mid right here. You can decide and you can choose which smoke you want to do. Now, same goes for the A side. Like, if the enemies are aggressing you here, do the flash here to protect your teammates. If they are not aggressing you there, save your flash for the generator and for your execute. End of the story. Now, let's talk about the defender side. First round strategy. Classic pistol, shorty, light shield, 2 smokes, 1 shrouded step. Classic stays there, shorty is in your hands. And you hear the enemies pushing on your headset. You do a smoke like this, not this smoke. You do a smoke like this. Creating a Kabi location to hide from the enemy's utility that they are gonna deploy, but also the enemy's random spam. Like, they're not gonna kill you there. And then, as the enemies are pushing you, easy kill, take a classic, and you can reposition yourself with a shrouded steps or take some better and smarter angle. Now, when I say one-way smoke in the short, this is not, you know, like, this is a one-way smoke in the short. But the whole point of selling the A site and closing the doors is to keep your location a secret and surprise the enemies in the short area of the map. So the strategy is, when enemies are mid and you think they are splitting the A, or you think the enemies will push the short, if you close the doors, sell the A site for a chance to make the numbers advantage and fuck the enemies in short, come here with a judge, wait for the enemies, easy kills. Like, there's no overthinking there. Now, when you're playing this position here on the B side, and the enemy raise like ulted you, they were pushing the fast B main, etc, etc. Like, always, as long as you have one of your teammates on the site, go on the fucking site. Like, play from the site. So what you should have done here, this was fine, you know, like this smoke, this shot, this kill was great. But what I would do instantly is not, don't do that. Like, I would instantly do this to be able to support my teammate on the actual bomb site. Because from the site, it is so easy to defend the B site. Like, even without the B main control, you can easily fuck them up, you know, with a flash and kill them. You can play this position, wait for the enemies to push you, kill this guy, surprise this guy, maybe teleport on this off angle and fuck up the enemies. Like, you completely sold this guy for nothing. Like, literally, you just said, here it goes, enemies, like, just kill him. Like, when you're defending the B set of Ascent, as I said in the videos, your primary focus is to defend it from the actual B set, because of so many off angles and good plays that you can actually do. Now, everything else, you know, comes from panicking. I know you're also very tired, probably, like, you know, like, nervous left and right. Like, it's normal stuff. Like, I really feel that if you fix your utility usage, if you pay more attention on timings and what the fuck enemies are doing and where they're pushing and these patterns that I'm explaining you, you'll be able to, you know, reach Immortal without any real problems. And when it comes to your aim, like, I don't know, like, it's so much panicking. Like, if I have one very specific training that I'm gonna give you for this, even without the hand cam, I just want to make sure that that is the real problem, because I never love speaking, you know, on top of my head, like, you know, imagining things. Like, when I see the hand cam, I'm gonna give you the proper aim training for that problem. I mean, it's not gonna be an aim training, it's just gonna be a recommendation, like, sentence. Just a second. Thank you a lot for the Prime sub, man, and scamming the Jeff Bezos. Minus $5, baby. Minus, give me. Around 999 million more, and, you know, we're gonna get on the level of Jeff Bezos. And that's kind of it, my man. Like, your smokes, your utility usage, it needs to be fixed. You need to implement the strategy that I explained in the videos. You probably didn't watch all of the videos, right?
I watched most of them, but I also didn't retain a lot of it.
Yeah, I can see that, because, you know, like, when I tell you to do some smoke, that, like, you're like, what? But I also get it, like, you know, your teammates are speaking in your head there, and they're trash talking, blah, 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 so that can also be a pain in the ass. Where are you from? I completely forgot.
Do you mean, like, USA or shit like that, or do you mean where in the US?
Time zone, just.
Oh, time zone?
Yeah, in which time zone are you?
Currently 12 a.m. It's Alaska time.
Yeah, Alaska time. Okay. I don't know, like, because the stream was really lagging. I think there was also a latency in Discord. Maybe because of your internet or something. I usually have that latency when I'm coaching the players, like, from Australia, and that's why I'm asking. But okay, and Japan. Because sometimes I tell you to do. I don't know how to explain this. Like, I just feel that that the gameplay was lagging compared to what I was telling you and what we were saying on the stream. That's why, like, maybe I fucked you up a few times here and there. Like, generally speaking, as I said, not that bad, a bit bad, but I firmly believe, I firmly believe that you're capable. If with this level you're able to retain a Platinum 2 level, I mean, literally after you implement all of these strategies, fix your utility usage, and do the aim training in the way that I'm gonna explain you, Immortal 1 is just a matter of time. Like, it's not even if, like, you're gonna reach it. Like, and I firmly believe that in the next 2 to 3 months you're able to do that. But the problem is, like, you need a bit of this pressure, you know, like to basically somebody to sit behind you, you know, and tell you what to do and force you a bit more into these plays, because otherwise I think you're just gonna be a passive potato and play judge, you know, 24/7 and do your own stuff. Like you need to fix these habits of these smokes. Like, I don't know what the fuck are these smokes, you know, like that's one of the biggest issues that you have with Omen, like especially on the Ascent. Like, these smokes are hurting you and hurting your teammates a lot. And also you need to pay more attention on elevation of your one-way smokes. Like, sometimes you do them like, you know, this is a smoke for Jesus Christ.
I'm thinking of Moon Man or something.
Yeah. but generally speaking, like, you know, as I said, like, you're capable of improving without any problems, and I'm still here for you 24/7 through the DMs. I'll try to help you as best as I can. Let's first work on your mechanics. Let's try to give you some routines there. Slowly try to adapt all of the strategies into your gameplay. Focus on the utility usage and how you're playing with your team, and also focus a bit more on what the fuck your teammates are doing at the end of the day. Like, because you're Omen. Like, you can control every gunfight of your teammates. Where you want them to peek, what you want them to peek, when you want them to peek. And essentially, you know, like, do the smokes that to not only fuck up the enemies, but, you know, prevent your teammates from doing a stupid bonobo plays. Any questions?
I don't think so.
I mean, anyways.
Would you agree that my biggest issue is definitely game sense?
Your biggest issue is utility usage and the way that you play around your team. Like, which can be categorized as a game knowledge and game sense, definitely. Like, mechanical skill, you know, it's inconsistent, but it is not that inconsistent where it's fucking you up. Like, I feel with the Stinger, with the Judge, you're pretty solid in the way that you're closing the gap. But sometimes...
I'm also pretty rusty, too. I did, after, like, I paid for your thing, I stopped playing the game until today.
Okay, that also makes a lot of sense. Like,
yeah, I haven't played in, like, a month and a half or so.
Anyways, you said like that you didn't sleep, so I guess like that has a huge impact as well.
Yeah.
But generally speaking, like, I don't think that your mechanical skill is what's keeping you from, you know, being an immortal player. Like, I would definitely focus, as I said, like, if I was in your position, I would spend as much time to intake and soak the information from the videos that I've shared with you as much as possible. Like, getting everything from the videos, but also from these notes that we have taken today, to the core, basically. Not these notes, these notes. Like, basically, I would try to implement everything and engrave everything in my gameplay. But in the meantime, when it comes to your mechanical skill, like, I would just be focused on maybe doing, you know, a proper warm-up, one core aim training once per 3 days, and that's it. Like, and doing at least one VOD review myself once in 3 days, just to compare, like, how you're doing smokes now, what Charlatan told you, like, what you should change in your gameplay, etc, etc. But your primary focus should be game knowledge and just the way that you're playing around your team, and yeah, that part, like, if you want to call it, like, game sense, so to say.
Right, okay.
Have you ever coached the bronze player? Bro, Christian, do you know who is Wuhu Jin? He was bronze when I coached him. Now he's radiant coaching people, stealing my money, man. Stealing my customers, bro. I'm just kidding. He's a great guy, of course. Like, I love him. Okay, man. Then I'll chat with you through the DMs if that is okay, for the rest of the stuff, and we'll see what we can do for you. I think, as I said, like, sorry for putting you on the spot like this. I mean, nobody gives a shit here. Like, we're here to have fun and learn something new. Like, we're just here to improve. Like, so it's all good. As I said, like definitely abuse that DMs as much as possible. Like that is the bonus I would abuse if I was in your position.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
Okay, Mamensky. Then I'll see you in some other episode of coaching. If you need anything more from me, just hit me up in the DMs. And when it comes to more coaching, what I would recommend you, if you feel that you're hard stuck around the Ascendant or lower Immortal level, that is when I would buy more coaching if I was you. Like around the Ascendant level. But before...
See, I personally don't even think I can get there.
Really?
I mean, dude, I'm pretty fucking stupid.
Yeah, you're not stupid, man. Like, nobody is stupid for video games. Like, if girls can play it, you can play it as well. I'm just kidding. Don't clip this shit. Listen. Listen. Essentially, like, you're not stupid, man. Like, literally, like, you know, like, there's some Radiant players, like with, like, 30 IQ that are fucking Radiant. Like, I'm playing with imbeciles every single day. In Radiant,
those guys have like fucking cocaine injected to every single vein in their bloodstream. And just be one tapping everybody, you know?
Trust me, you can compensate like everything with good strategies and tactics. One thing that I can definitely recommend you, if you have problem like with keeping track with everything, like keeping track with information, what you should do on each map, etc, etc. What I also recommend you is to make a playbook for yourself, like something that you can open up during the game and just be like, I should do this in the first round, I should do this in a second round, these are the things I should pay attention on. Like if you're not able to keep the mental notes, keep the visual notes to remind you. Right now I'm going to share with you an example of playbook from one of my previous players that I've coached. I'm gonna showcase you that in a second. And you can maybe make a playbook
for like specific maps. And
yeah,
then keep it on like a second monitor.
Exactly. Like that can help you a lot. That's actually one of the best things that you can do as a Valorant player, just to not play on an autopilot mode, because I think that a lot of your decisions and a lot of your plays are just, you know, fuck it, I'm just gonna do this because I want to do it.
I'm gonna be honest, I turn my brain off and I don't even think. I just hold W half the time.
Visual notes, man. Visual notes. This is gonna help you a lot. Like take a look at this. This is a playbook of one player that I've coached that has a very similar problems to yours. Like the problems are almost identical, like what I've seen today. And I think that can always, like I always recommend players, like in my coaching sessions, make a fucking playbook. Like that's the first thing I tell them in the first session. Like I want to see the playbook until the 6th session when I do the 1-month coaching, and then I review that playbook and then I tell them like, listen, man, when the fuck did I say this? Or I tell them, you know, very good playbook, like keep it up, you know. But playbook can help you a lot. Like just visual notes in general. Like for an example, when I played CSGO professionally, I had a problem of communication. I was not speaking enough. And I literally had written across the whole fucking monitor on top, Charlatan, you fucking imbecile, speak more. And whenever, you know, like, that's the only thing that's in my face, you know, like, consistently reminding me, I need to give the information. I had a tunnel vision problem. Like, if I focus on the game, I cannot focus on comms. And the visual notes are always better than mental notes, especially in the process of your improvement. Like, it's impossible to keep track with all of the info and work on everything simultaneously. And that is another thing I can recommend you, and recommend everyone in the chat. Like, don't fucking work on 10 problems at the same time. Like, what you can do, for an example, fix your smokes first. First thing, instantly. Smokes for every map, every execute, every strategy. I want to see better smokes. Second thing, executes and strategies. Implement good executes and strategies in your gameplay. Third thing, let's polish out your aim by using the routine that I've showcased you already, but one more thing I'm gonna add there. Then the fourth thing, let's focus more, like for, let's say, 1 month, what my teammates are doing. How can I adapt to my teammates? Like, okay, I fixed my smokes, my executes, my aim to some level. Let's focus on my teammates now. And let's keep all of the good habits. Like, you need to go one step at a time. Like, that's why backseat coaching in Valorant, especially, you know, this intense one that I love doing, can be intense.
Yeah, no, I definitely panicked a couple of times.
I know. Okay, man. Then, that's it for today. Thank you for joining in. Like, we'll keep in touch, and that's it.
Win. All right.
You're good, man. You're good. You're not stupid. Like, come on, don't be like that for yourself. Like, what the fuck? Nobody's stupid. Like, trust me. I've seen some very stupid people become a professional players. Like, and I don't think you're that stupid.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Stupid
Greatly
at all.
appreciated.
Or stupid at all, that matter. Okay, man. Take care. Thank you for coming. And if you want to get more coaching from me, you know, my DMs are always open for you. And you won't have a waiting list, 20% discount, all of that good stuff.
Oh, all right. Sweet. All right. Yeah, thanks.
I enjoyed my time with you. See ya, man. Take care.
Yeah, you too.
What are you're still here? What the fuck, man? Okay, guys. So the guy was amazing. At least this was really fun, man. This was really enjoyable. I loved it a lot. I loved it a lot. Like we're all here to improve, you know? You're not stupid. Like, there's nobody that fucking stupid. I mean, there should be an IQ test when you sign up for Valorant. There needs to be an IQ test. But still, you know, this guy is not, like, he is too hard on himself. He is too hard on himself. Like, he is good. Like, he just needs to, you know, panic a bit less and have some kind of a plan. Bro, in these 3 hours we cover shit tons. Thank you for the subs, guys. Thank you for the subs. Okay, I'm going on a 5-day vacation. I'll see you guys on Monday. On Monday we're doing Stinger only to Radiant. Stinger Shorty and Omen to Radiant. To showcase you that aim really doesn't fucking matter in this game. Will we reach Radiant? No. I'm gonna do just Stinger only to Immortal 3 because I don't... Why the fuck would I play that many games? And every single week we're gonna do at least 2 coaching sessions live. Is that great for you? Great for me as well. Also, I'm working on a new YouTube videos. Sorry, the YouTube was lagging a lot these days. I got new editors, new stuff, you know, new good things, good shit. Go to my Discord server if you wanna get coached by me and reach Radiant without any problems. I mean, you're not gonna reach Radiant instantly, but we're gonna work on the problems. You have my full-time support, all of that good stuff, and over time we're gonna get you there. We got 7 players from Bronze to Radiant. You can get it as well. And I will basically see you guys on Monday. And by the way, regular fucking streams from Monday. Like, we're gonna stream every fucking day from now on. I want a hard grind until the end of this year. The only Sunday is gonna be, you know, closed. Shop is closed. Shop is closed. Let's say Mushu, whoever Mushu is, man. I don't know even more who the fuck I have in these. Yeah, but by the way, listen, guys. If you wanna know the exact fucking times of the streams, go on my Discord server. Because my streams are not regular. Like, and essentially, like, sometimes I stream at 12, sometimes at 3, sometimes at 5, at 6. But on Discord, I will be making those Discord events so you know exactly when to tune in. Okay? Good? Okay, why are you still here? Go watch some YouTube video of mine, you know, like, what the fuck you're doing here, bro? We're on Discord server. See you later. Love you a lot. No homo.
Try to nigger me. The grave digger is hither, he is no kidder. See, consider the dark energy, sinner be inner me. Black diamonds all around, calling all the down definite. You saw the clown and now stop.